Today I'll be spending the next 250 days in Minecraft Hardcore. My goal this video will be to expand my cozy world, while continuing to take my time and avoid getting overpowered gear. I build from the side of this mountain, adding farms, bridges, towers, and more. So stay tuned to watch me survive and focus on building while having a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoy the video. I've done very little 200 days in my YouTube career, but today I'm going to try once again surviving 250 days in this same world. I'm sure you know from the intro, but I also want to specify that this video, you do not need to watch the 100 days. We're going to go over the base, we're going to tour it, and we're going to expand it. So by no means you have to go back and watch the other video. You can just watch this one if it came up on your page, perfectly fine. And you know, I think 250 days is more fun than usual, or more so than people would think, because you get to start with a bunch of tools already. Previously on this world, I started by playing really slow without rushing the game, so we only have like vanilla diamond tools, iron armor, we even have golden boots. So I think that makes it even more fun to kind of expand this and maybe get a little bit of better gear, but still try not to rush it too quickly. And we're going to have more time overall because I'm surviving, like, this video would be 150 extra days on top of the previous 100. So 250 days total. So honestly, I think I should probably just get started. And the first thing I kind of want to do here is probably chop down some of this forest, since I want to have a lot more room to be able to do fun stuff over here, like build the base bigger, maybe expand the river up to this point. If you guys like this, please leave a like, hype the video, do everything, because if this video does well, we can eventually go all the way up to 1,000 days. But if this video flops, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to justify the time it takes. And we're going to have to end the series here, so please share with a friend, hype it up, like it, subscribe on this video to tell YouTube that it was really amazing. I'll be able to see how many people subscribe from this video, and if it's extra, you know, I'll know how much everybody enjoyed it. Or, you know, leave it on while you work, sleep, eat. Put it on in the background while you play yourself. All that usual stuff, guys. You know the drill. Alright, well, I think that's probably good enough for now. I mean, I cleared some of this area right here. There's obviously more I can clear at some point, but I don't want to do too much of that. Also, I have to admit, guys, I just realized when I take the thumbnails, I just use the same world after because I don't usually do 200 days. And I left the sun on, so it's currently not moving. Let me fix that really quickly. And now that the forest is chopped down a little bit here, what do we do next? I definitely want to keep building more stuff, but first, you know, I also kind of want to see, will this look better with dark oak? That's what somebody suggested to me. It was actually my girlfriend. She said that maybe the build would stick out better if it was dark oak instead. So I might try to change like one of the windows to dark oak and see if it does kind of like roll over a bit better. Does it look cooler? Or maybe it doesn't. Who knows? I think I'll also start by emptying my inventory very quickly here. And then I will try to replace this just to see how it ends up looking. I mean, I don't really know. There's only one way to find out. And then with those blocks placed, I think we're basically done. Yeah, there's literally just like one more right here. So 1, 2, break that, and then... Okay, we're finished. Ooh, I do think that actually looks way nicer. It just sticks out so much better and it's so much darker. I think it really fits the surrounding biome, honestly. That was a great change. Other than that, I mean, I definitely have to cut down so many more trees, so I could just get started on that like once again, but I kind of want to build more stuff for fun, so I don't know which order I should do it in. Also, I probably need more wood to even build, so I guess chopping down at least a couple of trees is going to be beneficial so we can get the wood to build in the first place. So let me cut down the ones like immediately like right here, right next to the base. We can just start by doing that. I also want to probably expand this a little bit, just do a little bit of terraforming, and I wanted to have a river go through here actually, so we can expand from just the mountain base, bringing all the way down with like water in front and stuff like that. Because, you know, if we are doing 250 days, I want to expand the base, but also, you know, improve what we already made just to make it even more exciting. So let's start by placing some barrels beneath here, just to give it a little bit more texture and stuff like that. Then we can also add a bit of a gradient to that soon too with some stripped spruce probably. But for now, that's going to be more than good enough. And then as for the river, where should I put that? I'm not sure. Maybe it'd be a better idea to expand this thing right here all the way over. So like there's more of a terrain difference, if that makes sense. So this goes up to one entirely new layer almost. And then we can have the river run through here, which I think would be the best idea. I just need more dirt to do that. So let me see if I have some in my chest and put some of this wood and other stuff away, because my inventory is getting very full. I also think I'm good on glow berries for now, so we can regrow these later if we need them, but I just can't even see around my house at this point, so I do not want all of them in my face. Well, I just got basically a full inventory of dirt. I also have a new diamond shovel here. And then what I'm gonna do next is continue building this, like I said, all the way this way, just to give this whole thing some more depth and, you know, some more variation in the Y levels, whatever. Then we can build a river through this right after we do that. Just gotta place a bunch of dirt first. And I should probably break this red mushroom right here because it's kind of in the way, honestly. There we go. We can leave the other one for now, though. And then I'll probably start the river somewhere just like right here. We can have it go up on these blocks. And I think that'll be good. I don't know how big I should make it either. I mean, how big is too big and how small would be too small is the question. I think like 5 blocks wide is a good width to aim for. So that is what I'll try to do here. We can have like some bridges going over. I think it'll look really nice. And we can also have it dent down a block. But we should probably wait to do that until we place the water, so we don't like mess up the infinite water source. So we'll add in those details later. For now, we just want to make the actual literal path where the water will be. The river, I guess, is just what it would be called. And so far, so good, I think. Yeah, this is kind of the shape I was imagining. And then up here, we can continue pushing this forward. And probably continuing it to the right side here, just so we have a continuous path, you know, going to the right, leading down with the river, being connected up to the pond over there too, I think would be really nice. And I have a lot of extra dirt on me, so we're going to put some in this barrel, which I'll honestly probably forget about later because I have a terrible memory. Then I want a bridge like right here, so I think it's going to be beneficial if we just make a very straight line. Or maybe we want to tilt it one more block before. So just like that. And then this will be a very straight line for a second, giving us enough room to make a bridge easily. And then we'll kind of indent it once again all the way back here. And also should probably beef up this corner right here just because it's getting a little thin on the edge of this river. So if we add some more dirt blocks, it should make it look a little bit better overall. I would think so. Okay, that should be better. And then this mountain, of course, we're going to mine some more of these trees. I don't really know what's going to happen here. So we're going to stop the pond or river, whatever it is, right here for the time being. And then we can go continue working on the other side too. Just digging this out a little bit further. I think we got to turn to the left again here too, so it's not too straight. And then once again, we probably need to beef this side up a bit because we kind of hit a dead end here. If not, honestly, just all of this. We could probably add all this up, adding one block to this entire layer. And then we can block it off just with a single row of dirt for now until we expand the rest of this. And then I think we're good to add in the water here, to be honest. Alright, I think honestly, too, I could probably make this like 2 more wide if I wanted to. I might place in the water first and then see from there. But I don't know, I just feel like it could be wider and just be this huge river through the middle. I mean, 5 blocks is big, right? But again, I just think we could do a little bit better than that, just to really give this some character and be a serious part of this world through here. So let me expand this a little bit more just in case. And either way, I mean, it's gonna be nice to expand this, even if I don't. And I mean, that looks fine to me, honestly. I can just leave it like this for now. Then, of course, the water part, I'll just make an infinite water source. We'll have to run to this river right here one time, and then we will be able to continue it from there. By placing this 2 blocks away, we've got the infinite water source. Then we just gotta go up both the corners, of course, and get all these into source blocks, which will take a second, but it's not too hard. Okay, so that is the whole pond filled in, and I do think it looks fine. It's just that I do really think it'd look better if we expanded by 2 more blocks, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna go down the side here and place, well, not place, but break 2 blocks on each new layer. So something just like this, and we're probably gonna, we're gonna have to go through and fix the water after as well, but that will not be too difficult, honestly, so I'm not very worried about that. And then just 1 more little layer right here, and we have the pond finished to being 7 blocks wide on average, which is so much more big. Oh my gosh, we can't even like jump over it anymore. Let's fix this cliff a bit. So yeah, it's lined up with this right here. And then we could break 1 layer off of this, just so you know the water's kind of at this last block is what I'm going for. I guess we could probably have the water overflowing a block though. Would that look better? I mean, yeah, that looks fine to me. Then we could break a couple blocks here, add in a little bit more dirt, round this out a little bit more possibly. All right, I think that's good for now. Then, of course, we have to fix that water too, so let me do that. And then probably right here is where we're going to have that bridge. I don't know what the bridge will be just yet, so I might wait to make it. I might place in like some blocks here as like a reference of where it might be. Maybe we'll have some barrels. I honestly have no idea. Let's place some torches in here too for it doesn't get too dark. And then I'll leave this side blank for now, honestly. I guess we could place like 2 barrels, right? If we're gonna go with that design. That can be a good layout for now. I'll probably build the bridge soon so we can get over easier instead of jumping in the water every time. Then also another thing I would love to do here, which is going to help the base a lot. We have a super flat river, of course, but something we can do to make that look even better is we kind of just take out the bottom blocks in the middle here. We follow this line. And then that will basically just give the river a bunch of free depth and it'll make it look so much better. So I'm going to go through here and do that as best as I possibly can. And hopefully it doesn't take too long and it looks good after. I mean, who knows? There's only one way to figure out, and that is doing it. So let's continue mining this down. Okay, that was definitely a lot of river to remove. Oh my goodness. And there's so much dirt to pick up as well. I don't know if we're going to find a use for all this dirt, but again, why wouldn't I grab it if I can? If we end up needing it, then this will be an amazing source of it. We have so much extra in that barrel too. I haven't forgotten yet. Don't worry. Maybe I should put a little sign next to this as dirt. That might help. How much health should I take before I go up? I think I'm being a little bit greedy. Okay, let's make sure we don't die. And then... oh, our inventory is full. Okay. Let me also go see if I could possibly... that's the wrong chest. If I could possibly get some bone meal. Oh, we have 15 bone meal on us. Okay, that's probably good enough. And then if I go through the bottom of the pond here, what you can actually do is bone meal some seagrass, which will hopefully make this thing look a lot more green and... lush, I don't know. Let's just go through here and add in a bunch of this throughout the bottom. And we should have enough bone meal to finish this. It's just taking me a while to get to the other side. Alright, and there we go. We have a bunch of seagrass all the way down this pond. A lot of 2 high blocks going through the top. That probably makes it look even better too. You know, I also think... I just jumped up my house, sorry. But I think if we change this mountain right here into like fully stone, maybe like a stone gradient starting from like deep slate tough, going into these blocks, like really emphasizing this mountain base. I think that could make it look really cool too. First and foremost, I might actually go ahead and continue replacing some of the old spruce with the dark oak, starting with this farm area. I just want to continue seeing how it looks before and after. Kind of deciding should I change all of it, maybe only some of it, I don't really know. Maybe a good variety is probably like the best way to go with it too. I'm gonna try and change this. If I don't like it, it won't be that hard to replace again, but it will be a pain, so... hopefully I like it, but if it looks bad, I will change it, don't worry. I'm not gonna have something look worse than before. That's not what this video is for. This video is for improvements. Alright, this can go all the way to the top. Then we just gotta go along here, 1 block at a time, stripping this new dark oak. And then we can do the layer above us as well. But let's finish the bottom half first, I won't get ahead of myself. Yeah, the hardest part is definitely these lower blocks, because I kind of have to like... I don't know, like I'm in like a jungle gym or something, jumping around the bottom here, trying to place these in somehow. But nonetheless, I will get it done. Gotta remove my glowberries from earlier, unfortunately. Sorry, glowberries. We can place you back later. And then what? Do we have like 1 more block left, I think? I mean, I can't even see because I'm so far down here. Alright, let me jump over here, and 2 more blocks left. There's 1, and there is 2. Let's see if that looks better so far before we do the top. Honestly, I think it does look better. Yeah, I would say that looks better. So let's continue replacing that upper half of that then. So I've gone ahead and replaced the outside. I'm going to go ahead and replace these bottom ones right now too, just so we can really fully change all of this. It's a lot more effort, but I want to make sure I'm doing the full job. So we'll have to replace the spruce too, because all of it is falling in the pen below me, and I would rather just make new spruce than replacing all of it. And there we go. The full bottom line is corrected now to the new oak or dark oak, whatever. And we're still going to keep the spruce on the inside because it's a nice color combo, honestly. I think it just looks better like that. It goes from the dark to the lighter. And I actually get to go through my old build, which is pretty exciting. I don't entirely remember how to get down. Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, I do. I have that muscle memory from this already. This is the way down to the chest room. Okay, I do need to go ahead and make a new diamond axe too, because mine is going to break soon. And I decided, for the sake of progression, I should probably go ahead and remove this entire right side of the forest, which I think you guys already watched me chop down enough trees, so I'm not going to make you watch again. How much can I chop down? Let's see. Let me get an aerial view on this. And how much can I finish? Let's see, in 3, 2, 1. And not a crazy amount of progress, but we definitely got rid of a bunch of trees from right here, so overall, we're going to have way more space to build with, and we can continue this river going all the way down there too. And then I think probably the next thing to do would be to bring this mountain down a little bit more gradually before I can continue the river all the way to the bottom. And I'll probably have it end like right here near this waterfall type of thing that just happened to be here. I probably also want to block some of this off so it's less dramatic of a waterfall too. I think to do that, we'd have to go all the way up to the top here. I'm kind of getting sidetracked already, but I mean, if we want to build a river to this, I think we have to do this first. So maybe it's not even a sidetrack. All right, so it goes on these blocks. I'm fine with that. It goes down here. I think we want to have it go down a little bit quicker though. Something like this. And yeah, I think that's good. I want these to go down a little more too. So it really just goes super, super steep all of a sudden. And then you can hug these rocks all the way to the bottom. We could probably have this blocked off with some more grass when we get it. Just bringing it down super, super quick here so it's more like an actual waterfall. That's the idea at least. And then, yeah, I think something like this is already looking way better. We can bring it all the way down here too, which will lead into wherever the river leads to. Something like this. We'll just make a tiny mini pool for now. And then I'll probably need, like, I don't know, what do I even do at this point, honestly? Yeah, I guess just something like this. And then we probably want this to be blocked off here so we don't have the water flowing, like, genuinely everywhere. Then these go down a little bit more, just in that gradual path I was talking about. And we probably want this to be blocked up with more grass, dirt, whatever it is. And I think that's going to be good enough. I don't know. I would say the only other gripe is we could probably bring this up a little bit more. And then, yeah, something like this. For it isn't like as far on this side because it's a little wide right now. If that makes sense. You guys see what I mean? And then I think that's honestly it. We can let the water back down. And then hopefully it kind of more naturally flows into this pond right here. But there's only one way to find out, and that is to test it. Oh yeah, and then this thing right here, I guess we don't actually need grass anymore because I ended up just putting it down one block right here, but we can probably round this out just a little bit more too. Let me do that. And then for this bottom mountain, I think I could round this too, so it's not like just a big gaping hole into a cave. I just place a couple blocks around here and make it into more of like a natural mountain. There we go. And then I should be able to release the water here if I get up high enough. And then let's see what it looks like. I might have to break it again. No, honestly, that looks a lot more like a waterfall. I think we can keep that. And then obviously the river has somewhere to go, so it makes a bit more sense too. Now we just gotta bring the river all the way down here, which might be a little bit more tricky. I definitely need to get more dirt for my like hidden little barrel over there before I do that. And then hopefully this looks how I want it to. I think I've basically just finished the entire outline, and then this place should honestly be done now. Gotta obviously place in some dirt right here. And then fill in all the water, which I will try to do now. I think I need another water bucket, because there's not a water source down here, though. But then I can also let down all of this water right here, too. Let's try it and see if it works. It should be able to flow down there pretty perfectly. Unless I mess something up. But let's finish the water source starting from the top. Bring it all the way to the bottom. We want it on these edge blocks, too. So it's like rapids flying down there. Well, I guess for here, everything looks fine so far. Okay, yeah, all the water's good then. You just got started at the very bottom, so let's go make this into the infinite water source, and then I will fill all this in. And then there's also a lot of grass that needs to grow in still, and then a little bit of reshaping as well to make this look as best as I can. Like, starting with right here, I think we could probably expand this a little bit like that. And then, of course, I have to mine out the bottom or whatever still for both of these areas. For it just has a little bit more depth to it. Starting from up here, I can do that right now, though. And of course, we gotta go through this area and bone meal and everything. But for now, that is just the general shape. Everything's mined out. Let's have a look at how this is coming along. Maybe place in a couple more blocks up here. Right here as well. I've been doing that slowly. And I think we're getting to a point where it looks probably best. It's at its best, but still, I think adding a couple more here would definitely do it a little bit more justice. Just making these hills as big as possible. There we go. And yeah, that looks okay for now. Probably some down here though too, because we've extended it out. And then I think I'll fill in this entire thing too. I just don't know if I have enough dirt. I actually might have enough dirt to do it right now, so let me try. And then we could probably put some trees above this area again as well too later on. But for now, we're going to keep it all empty so it's easier to build. But let me get all this dirt in the water that's just sitting here. That is going to despawn at some point for we can use it right now. Okay, that was like 40 more, something like that, maybe a little bit less. I'm also out of food now because I've been neglecting it very badly, but here is the river all the way to this side. Of course, this looks really awesome. It ties up the base even more. We're gonna have to build that bridge next, but The first thing I have to do is go get some wheat before I can make bread, because I literally have no food left in any of my chests either, I think. Or maybe I missed some, but I looked pretty recently and I could not find any. So I think it's safe if we just go ahead and go get the wheat. I don't actually know the way to it completely. Is this one of the entrances? Okay, it is. Here's the first wheat farm. And now at least I can actually sprint so we can get to the other wheat a little bit easier. But first I'm going to go ahead and put away some of my wood because I've just gotten so much from mining all of these trees. I mean, my chest is literally full, so we've got to use another chest for now to put some extra away still. And finally, the last wheat farm right here. Let's go ahead and harvest all this up and get not plenty of food, but at least enough food to continue surviving for now. Maybe we should build another farm somewhere. That might be a good idea, like maybe on this side of the river or something. And after using all my wheat, we end up with a grand total of 19 bread. Nothing crazy. And I just harvested this wheat farm as well, so I can go ahead and craft up some more bread, giving me a 30 total. We can actually get 31 if we get this piece of wheat in the water, though. So I will definitely go ahead and do that. 31 pieces of wheat, that is pretty good. Or bread. And I think the next most important thing to do is to probably get some tough, maybe some mossy cobblestone, something like that. And I want to build a mountain gradient here up to this part. Hopefully, I mean, that's the idea at least. I started a little bit yesterday, but I also want to go ahead and mine out all of these blocks, so it's kind of like more so like a cliff, if that makes sense. So something like this. So just go straight up. There's no like random blocks. We can move some more of these, make this a little bit more steep, you know, stuff like that. We could actually probably leave these here or something. Yeah, that looks fine. And then on this side, we could probably do that bit as well. Just a couple of these blocks. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And we just need the blocks to actually change it. Let me check my chest. I don't know if I have tough. I don't remember getting tough yet. And I don't know why I would have gotten it. I haven't used it anywhere. Okay, I do not have any tough, unfortunately so. But we also need... I want mossy cobblestone. For mossy cobblestone, we need vines. So I guess I have to find a jungle. I don't know. That sounds like it's going to be difficult. So I might just go ahead and go find a jungle and see if I find a cave on the way. And hopefully we can find some animals. So let's bring a flint and steel so we can, you know, cook the animals a bit easier. Let me put away my red mushrooms. I don't need obsidian right now. It's just not going to be useful at the moment. And then that should honestly be it. I don't think we need any of this stuff. I can also put barrels away so we have a little bit more inventory room too. Oh, I also have 50 wheat. Nice. Well, let's just leave that there, because with 30 bread is going to be enough for this trip. And then I guess we would go... I don't know which way I would go, honestly. I might try straight backwards. I also need some bones, so if I can get in a cave and get bones, we can build me all of this, like the whole pond. A jungle. I have arrived in a jungle. I also collected some food. I forgot to use my flint and steel for some of it, but that's okay. We're in pretty good shape food-wise now. I just need to collect a bunch of vines. We can also start growing them at my base, but... if I could collect a couple stacks, I think that'd be ideal right now. So let me go ahead and do that. On my way back, I'm going to focus on finding a lush cave too. Maybe we can find the tree at the surface. I don't know. But first things first, I got to collect a boatload of vines. I made myself some more bread. I'm home now. I got to put away these vines. I used up 2 full shears. Alright, I made some bread. I put some more vines in the chest. I used up 2 full shears, so I think we're going to have more than enough. And I can also start growing them pretty soon too if we need to. But like I said, I'm going to go find a lush cave now and get some more moss blocks, hopefully. And some tuff. And I guess that's it. Some cobblestone maybe as well. Alright, so far down here, I've gathered... I don't know, like, what is that? 4, 5, 6 stacks of moss almost. And I'm going to focus on tuff now. And hopefully it won't take me too long. Where is some tuff? I need to find tuff to begin with. I don't know. I think it's pretty common, so I should be able to find some. Okay, wait. There's literally some right in front of me. Never mind. Let me light this up first as well, so I can see a little bit better. Let's get rid of these zombies. And now I've just got to get up to the surface. I always forget where I go down from, so I'm just going to stack up with some dirt. I ended up just breaking my pickaxe. It did take a while, but now we have a bunch of tuff. Hopefully enough to build whatever I need to build. And finally, I am back home, so why don't we start building some sort of a mountain down here. I could probably move this back 1 more block as well to make it a little bit more steep. Hopefully that will help out. Then let's replace the bottom blocks to start. If it doesn't look good, I can try to rebuild the rest, but I'm not sure how good that's going to go. I also don't know, should I replace the top grass blocks here with moss and then continue the gradient, or would that look weird? I think that would look weird, so I might just do full tuff. add these first bottom layers. So let's try with like literally just this one part right here. Breaking all of this grass and using tuff on it. Alright. And then I do need to go make some mossy cobblestone before I continue, because all of these blocks will probably be mossy cobblestone. These blocks will probably be moss if I go through with this idea, so let's replace all of this too. One block at a time. And I would say we can probably stop here for the test for now on some of these blocks. So I can just put away a pretty good amount of tuff because we don't need all this in our inventory right now. Why can't I shift it in? There we go. And then we need the vines, which should be in the farming chest, and some cobblestone, which actually I did not get any cobblestone, I just now remembered. But it looks like we have plenty. Can we auto-craft some mossy cobble? Yes, we can. Oh, you can use moss too? Oh, well, that's good to know. I mean, let's use some vines to start off, so we have that. One stack will be enough to see if this design is going to look good. And then we place in mossy cobblestone on all of these blocks here, leading up to the moss. And I think that is going to be good enough, yeah. Let's just go get a view of it from the back when I place in these last blocks here. And these three can be tough as well. Okay, please look good, oh my gosh. I would not want to replace all that. Does that look better than the dirt on the bottom? Does it make it look more mountain-like? I'd say the bottom is a little bit dull. Like, if you could add another block in there, I think it would, but I don't know. I think for it to look its best, we would probably need to add in, like, wall blocks and slabs and stairs, which is going to be so much more effort. So like I'm trying to think too, like, is it worth it to change the whole bottom of this? I don't know how much terraforming I want to do, but I think I could do it. I mean, I want it to look cool. And we probably want some more right here, just putting in some more depth into this mountain, one block at a time. I think this is already making it look better. Then we need some tough slabs, some stairs most likely, but let's just start with the slabs. Alright, place one there. Okay, then where else? One right here probably is fine. Two right here. I'm just trying to make it more flat is the goal here. Probably we could do some mossy cobblestone as well, because this part needs to be more flat too. We could also place a carpet on this block probably, and then I think that's some improvement, yeah. Let me just get some other slabs. Our inventory is so full. Honestly, I don't think it looks bad, but I just don't know if it's going to be worth it to continue this all along the bottom, because there'll be a lot of extra work. So I'll probably just leave it here for now and work on something different. And I'll kind of decide later on if I want to continue with this, but I don't know. Like I said, I definitely don't not like it, but I just don't know how much work it's going to end up requiring to make it look good to a point where I'm happy with it. But I mean, it's definitely not terrible. I like the design and the gradient and everything. Let me do more in this corner just because why not? And then I need more walls already too. I guess I ran out. We can place those right here on the corner. Yeah, it's still just so square. I guess we could place more here, but then there's triple walls like in a row. That just feels wrong. So I don't think we can do that. Maybe I can place like two up and then do a stair. That would add in like a quarter block of depth, right? I've also gotten so many people saying I should use a stonecutter. I need to try that this video because people have been getting mad. Not actually mad, but a lot of people recommend that I try a stonecutter, so I have to do it justice. Oh, we got these little rock things in there too. I don't know, like I said, it could be worth it, but the amount of time it'll take would be kind of crazy. So let me see if there's something else I can do that would make the base look better quicker. And I want to start like more like full building projects on the mountain, so I'd rather prioritize those than a gradient at the bottom for now. We're also out of chest space, to be honest, so we should probably craft some more of that so we can put away this extra cobblestone. We can just place an extra chest right here for now with cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, stuff like that from this project we were just doing. Let's put the vines in there too, and then that should save us some space for at least now. And then honestly, I think the next project I do want to start is probably a big entrance right here that goes up into yet another like wall area in here. I don't know. That's some sort of idea that I have. I think it'd be cool to attempt to build it, but let's give some extra space right here so we have room to walk around in the first place. I think that is a bit better. And then we can mine out some of these wall blocks right here so there's just a bit more room and a little bit more flat, more of a flat thing to build on in the first place, you know. Let's break some of these blocks here. And then that we're probably good to leave this now. Let's just stop it like right here. Yeah, I think that is okay. Fill in the ground, of course. And then, yeah, I think the doorway could be at this block. I want to go into the wall a little bit more to start the doorway, so we get as much space on a flat surface as possible though. So let's continue mining this part. I think we could stop like right here, because I think it pretty naturally goes down, and I like how that looks already, so we're gonna leave it alone. We could probably replace all of these ground blocks to grass just to have some extra greenery down here. Okay, I think I could probably build the entrance out of like tuff or something. I used that in the last video. I think it looked pretty good. I don't know how to make those tuff blocks. How do we make a stone cutter? Maybe I should finally give my fans what they want. All right, we need a row of 3 stone and a piece of iron. Let me go get that. I'm finally trying the stone cutter, guys. This is a monumental moment. All right, so we can craft a variety of items in here, it looks like, including like changing it into this one. Are we losing blocks though? 1 block equals 1 block. 4 blocks equals 4 blocks. Okay, we're not losing anything. I guess, what could we do with a chisel tuff? Yeah, we can make these blocks, okay. So I think we could probably use that as the base, just to give it a little bit more depth and texture. And then what block would go above that? Does this match better? Or does... I don't know. Wait. Let me make another tough brick, and then the tough brick can be turned... No, it can't. I think we need slabs then. And then... Oh, wait, no, you can craft everything with this though, right? So we shouldn't need slabs. Okay, though, there's the chisel tuff I was looking for, the little wind design. We could probably, like, alternate them if I wanted to, but I don't know if I'll do that. So we're back to the question. Does polished? No. Does brick? Yeah, brick fits this way better. It looks like it's way more natural from the bottom. So let's craft these into the tough bricks if we can, and then continue building it up. We also need another one of those base tough blocks, so let's go ahead and craft one of those. There we go. Which will go right here. Let's break this corner though, so there's some extra depth. That's what I was going for in the first place. That's why I'm placing a block out. Then if we build up like, I don't know how much, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe like 1 block. I don't know, is that round enough? I guess so. And then if we continue down this side, we actually need more tough bricks to continue though. So if we want to just turn a full stack into the tough bricks, let me continue building it now. And then of course we build it all the way to the other side, connecting both of these up. Perfect. Let's go see what the design looks like. Does it look like a big doorway or something? I don't know. I would say it does look like a big doorway, yeah. I don't know if we can make it look better somehow, but that is something to try in a bit. For now, I think we should add in some extra depth, which I will be using. Well, let's use the stone cutter again. We need stairs. All right. And I can craft up some stairs. If we get some dirt, we can stack straight up here and then place the stairs on both of these corners, therefore adding in the depth right there. And then let's go ahead and do this side as well. All right. I guess we could probably take this door to at least like 3 stairs here, so it gives it even more depth then. Or maybe even 5. Why can't I place that block? Yeah, that looks good with me. And then if we go up to the top, would it look good if we place in a row of actual blocks then? What if we do with like stairs, continuing that curve? Let's see if that looks better. If it isn't, I can just change it, of course. I do think that looks fine, but my only complaint is that it looks a little... It's not being held up by much anymore, if that makes sense. So what if we place in another like tough whatever right there, and then we build the wall up more to like this point? Will that end up making it look better to have the wall be too thick? I think it does. Yeah, okay. Let me do that on the other side as well then. We're just building it one from the top. Then we can replace those bottom blocks after. Okay, just grab some moss, but I did finalize the design here, if I can just show it off to you guys really quickly. I placed some like slabs to make it a little less slanted. Maybe I'll build all those blocks up. One more block though, I don't know yet. But I guess actually I should change that first before I build a roof on top of it. And I guess that does look more like a doorway, probably, right? I think that looks better, yeah. I could also, if I craft one more of these tough stairs, which again shouldn't be too difficult, I could actually go ahead and stack straight up once again on this spot, and then we could sneak in 2 more tough stairs on both of these. So hopefully it gives it more of a curve. That's something easy we can change though, so we don't have to look at it right now. Then we can go to the top of this, and I was thinking, what if we went from dirt for the roof and we just used moss right here instead? I don't know, maybe it'd look cooler, maybe it'd look bad. I have no idea, to be honest with you guys, but we can at least try. So if I just bring this all the way around here, I guess that is what it would look like. Just mixed in with the normal dirt. We can build this up 2 blocks, and then we can probably also add some variation to this too, for it's not just flat. So something like this, of course. Then bring this down a bit too. That looks good with me. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe we leave this as grass. Well, I guess now the grass can't grow, so we can just throw moss on there. I don't know, but I want it to be more flat. I think that's fine. Let's just leave it like that. And then we can like Bomo this and place flowers on top at some point too. But let's go see if it's coming along how it should be. I can also pick up my stone cutter and carry it around for when I need it next. I mean, from the bottom, that looks like a roof to me. It looks like it's grown over. It's mossy. I like that. We could even have the moss come over the roof if we wanted to, but I don't think that would look good, to be honest. And another thing I want to do right now, let's make, well, I guess we just need the stone cutter, right? And then we need more of those bottom blocks. I think 2 of them. And I also want to make walls, tough brick walls. Let's just make a bunch of them, honestly. And then the first thing I can replace will be pretty easy, just these corners right here. Just for the pillar has a little bit more of a bottom. And then could we make the inside like walls to give it some more depth? I don't know, does that look good? Oh, I'd actually say I don't think it does look good. Wait, does it? I don't know. Maybe that does look nice. I mean, my only complaint is that it might make it look a little weird, the like support beam, but I think it adds in a little bit of depth, so I'll just do it because I want as much depth as possible here. I think that's what's going to make it look good. Then we need to build the inside of this, which will take a very long time because we have to mine so much stuff. I don't know what's going to be in here, to be honest, so let's just start mining, I guess. Probably starting from the top. And can we decide on what block the walls will be? I think that'd be useful. Maybe, honestly, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, because this would be really hard, but I wonder if stripped dark oak would look really good here. Let me see if we break some of this, we can start placing it. I mean, from the stone brick to stripped dark oak, I just feel like it's gonna look like really sick. Maybe we can make this, I don't know, I have a couple ideas for this room could be, but let's pick the outline first, and then I can finalize what the outline may or may not be. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good to me. Let me mine out this first layer more so I can just see it better. And then if we do that, we could probably make the floor just dark oak planks, because that kind of matches the wall as well. It's a nice color contrast, is that what that'd be called? I don't know. So let's place the whole floor in here too to kind of test that out, starting at this first block. Okay, honestly, I do think it looks good, but I just honestly there are twice, my bad. But I think I think I need to just mine this out like 5 or 6 more blocks back and just build it to see if I like it, which kind of sucks because if I didn't like it, it's gonna be a lot to remove. But at the end of the day, I gotta figure out somehow, so let's just get the work in, and I will start mining all of this out starting from the very top. We can place in the dark oak too. I could probably start placing it in from up here so it's easier too. We don't have to like stack up later on. So how did I do it on the other side? Alright, we hit this moss and I just went over like that. And then, yeah, we could connect it up all the way. That would be fine. I can already barely reach, and I'm like genuinely standing like right here. So it's gonna be a good idea to finish this as we go for these top parts. And then we can do the bottom when we get down there, of course, too. But these 2 layers are basically finished then. Just gotta do this beam down here to this block. And I think I'll probably do another like time lapse because I've been doing some of those in this video. Let me know if you guys like them or not. But I don't want to do too much commentary and bore you guys. So time lapse of me finishing it. Let's start it now. Okay, it's definitely not completely done here, but I have like a lot of the walls done. I have this here still, but I want to see from a far away like how it's looking. And I think that's some pretty good progress either way, so I'm just going to end it there for now. Well, this build at least. I think it took me a little bit over a day to mine all of that. I think so. I don't know for sure. I do think it's looking good. We need some lights in there for sure. I don't know how I'm going to do the lighting. Hopefully I can find something out that looks good and makes it light enough. I'm going to leave this staircase for the time being too, though. I was thinking maybe I could put like a map wall in the back here. Could be pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a really awesome idea, so that's why I was thinking of doing it. I've never done maps, though, so to be completely honest, I have no idea how it works. So hopefully it wouldn't be too difficult to do. I don't think it would be. I think you just click maps in certain places when you film out. That in itself will take a while, of course, but then this can be replaced with the floor. And it's looking good. Yeah, let me see. I mean, I'm gonna get a really good view on this. I think I'm probably in more than deep enough. So what I'm gonna do now is replace some of this back wall with some wooden beams as well, like so we can make it a little bit smaller right here. I'm gonna start with a 2 wide beam on each side going all the way across. I guess just, yeah, something like this. Let's do that all the way to this side now too. And then now that the outline is placed in here, let's break the rest of this stone. And with that being broken, we can of course finish this last wall right here too. Just a couple more blocks that need to be broken and replaced. And then honestly, if we could get some glowstone, I wonder if just having a layer of leaves right here with a bunch of glowstone under it would help with the lighting issue a bit. I think that'd be a good way to do it. So for at least the test side, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and place down some logs here. I guess I don't have to be using logs because it's literally gonna be blocked by glowstone, right? So I'm just kind of wasting blocks. But for some reason, I just feel like I have to do it. So there we go. This side is ready, then we can get some glowstone and leaves at some point. And then hopefully this would be a wall of maps. I don't know if that's gonna end up being what I put here, but again, I do think it'd be a pretty cool design to try something like that. I've never done that before. And it seems like it would be fun, especially if I might survive like up to 1,000 days in this world. Like updating our progress here seems like it could be a really cool thing to do. I wonder if you can make a map that dynamically updates, if that's the right terminology too. That'd be cool. So like as we build, it changes. I assume that's how maps work, but again, I'm not actually sure. And I'll probably have to make this a little bit more square, whether that means making like a staircase up or whatever. But we have to have it be a square if we're gonna have maps, I think. So we're gonna have to have a little bit more work done in this area to finalize it. Let me also place some torches in here for now. We do not want monsters spawning and blowing stuff up. That'd be terrible. But this day's coming to a close, and I think that's I think that'll end off this build for now, honestly. Because I need to think of how the maps work. I need to make maps. So maybe I'll just work on something else like a farm or something, because we keep running low on food. So if we could just basically get infinite food, I think that would be beneficial too. But I'm happy with this build so far. It's right in front of like the pond, and we can make like a pathway. I have some really cool plans. I think it's gonna look great. We can also extend this a bit more once again. And we need to make the bridge here too. Maybe that's what I can do tomorrow. Got some extra cobblestone in my inventory, so let me put that away. But I think it's time to go ahead and start on that bridge. I just feel like it, so let's do it. We need logs, we need coal. Ooh, I don't think I actually have coal, unfortunately. I guess we'll have to melt that stack of logs then and wait for it. We could still start building the outline and stuff. I think I was gonna use maybe like trapdoors for the middle of the bridge. So I could make some of that with spruce. I just gotta go ahead and craft that up. But then I will have to wait for the other stuff to melt. But I was gonna think of having campfires on these borders, and then just the middle would be like just genuinely trapdoors. I don't know, maybe it would look good, maybe it wouldn't. It also seems like I did not make nearly enough trapdoors, which is interesting. I thought I did. I thought this would be enough, but it isn't. So we'll have to make more. Let's just finish one of these all the way to the other side. Alright, that looks good with me. Then let's get my crafting table down. I could just make like 30 or something. And after placing all of them, this is what it's looking like. I could also probably place them right here in these blocks too. Just because why not? And then this is a very simple and good bridge. I think this is good. I think we'll have to place the campfires in to really see if it's going to look good together. So let me wait for the coal to melt and I'll do that. While I wait for that though, could we maybe... I don't know. I kind of want to farm across this thing like I said. I feel like it could be cool. But... should I make it like the entirety, like all the way to the back? I don't know exactly what it would look like. Should I have like a border of cobblestone and stuff, like basically along here? So it's like a wall basically, right next to the river. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll place some stuff in to try to figure out. So let's just place some cobblestone all the way up to here. And then, how does that really look if I go get a view from it, or of it, from a little bit far away? Yeah, honestly, I think that would be a good idea where we can have like a bunch of free farmland as well and kind of fill up some of this space. I also think we can bring the cobblestone all the way around this corner and then kind of close it off to end off the farm right here. So if I want to start doing that, we could just bring it all the way over this way. just like that. Then let's beef this up with some more dirt so it just doesn't end on cobblestone. I think would be the best idea. Or actually we could play into that and just have it end in the cobblestone. And it can just be like a bit of a mini cliff right here. That might actually look pretty cool. Let me dig that out and do it then. We'll just have to remove all of these blocks all the way up to this point. And there we go. Something like that's going to be fine. Then I'll also have to keep building this river. I don't know how I'll do that. I guess I'll just wait for now though. I don't need to do it this second. And then to make this look a little bit better so it's not just a genuine layer of cobblestone, what I'm going to do is go through and add in some andesite and stone probably. And let's connect this up to here too, just like that. Or honestly, let's do this. Break these 2 blocks or 3 blocks, and I think that's good. So then all of this can be room for farms. And then we can go through and place some slabs. I only made 6, that was probably a mistake. Just on these corners and stuff. Let me go get some stone and andesite then. And I can make those campfires. We got 13. I don't know if that'll be enough, to be honest, especially if I don't place them right. Oh, okay, yeah, that's how I want to place them, just like this. And then, of course, we go through and extinguish all of them. And I think that is a pretty good bridge, honestly, yeah. That's exactly what I was going for. And then we need 1 more campfire, which we will be able to get from inside at some point here soon. But let me replace some of these, mix some stone here. Let's go through with the stone slabs and everything first. And then we'll do the andesite. Just for this has a bunch of variation. We don't want to make it look bad or anything, of course. We want everything to look amazing. And this little mixed gradient thing will help that, I think. Alright, I think that's good for that. Let's go through with the andesite now, which I guess I left in my base somehow. I don't know how that happened. But that's okay, we can make another campfire anyway, so it's not a big deal. I've got the campfire, I've got the andesite. Let's make the andesite slabs too, just so I don't have to do it while I'm down there. The last campfire gets placed in just like that. Again, I do think that's going to be a good bridge. Maybe we should mine these out and then do like spruce logs here. Just to make it, just have that extra layer of depth. You know, 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layers. I think, you know, that's all another layer of depth, right? I think that just adds even more to this build than there already is. We could place in like some fences too at some point, I think. You know, like some tough walls, why not? Place some lanterns on them. But let's go through and do the andesite still too. I want to do that. Right here would be a good spot. I think we could replace one of these with an andesite slab. And then where else do we need some? I'd say right here is a fine spot to add into. Maybe slap 1 more extra andesite right there. Place in 2 walls here. We can swap out what walls these are too later. I'm just placing these mostly as a placeholder, but maybe I will use stuff. I have no idea. 2 more here, 1 more here. And that honestly looks good to me. I think we're ready for the farm then. Probably. We'll just have to place all the water in. Oh, also right here, we need some of this to be replaced with more blocks. I think that's good. So with all that being done, let me check if it's looking good. I do think it looks fine. So the next thing I will do is go ahead and do the tedious process of counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This block should reach, yeah, all this farmland. Then I'm obviously not going to record this because it's very boring, but I will place in a water at where it's absolutely necessary, having as little water as possible, and I will be back when I finish that. I also don't think water can travel upwards, so we're going to have 1 here, which we could probably honestly like block somehow. Can we block it with a piece of moss? I think we can. Oh wait, but it would be showing on the bottom, right? We could do a trap door and then grass on top of it, and then you won't be able to see it that bad. I think that's a better decision. Okay, and just like that, everything is filled in. There's water covering all of these blocks, and all this should be farmland too. Yeah, I hoed all of it up just now. So we just gotta grab some seeds. I'll probably do wheat for now, but we could easily change it to something else later on if I wanted to. But let me go see how many seeds I even have in the first place. Okay, I actually have a lot of seeds, so I think this is the perfect thing to plant. I can hold 3 stacks in my inventory, so let's start with that much. I don't think it'll be enough, but then again, maybe I'll be surprised and it will be. Okay, I did need a couple more seeds, so I'm just gonna get them for the sake of finishing the farm. I just need, honestly, like 13 more may even be enough, but I'm just gonna bring a stack because I do not want to have to come back up here again. And where is it? Okay, right over here. Let's go ahead and place these seeds down then. And then that should be good enough. There we go. The whole farm is planted. You know, I also just saw this mountain, and I kind of have the urge to break literally all of these blocks or we can get some more room. And I kind of just want to make it like a really steep mountain right here with like a bunch of stone. I don't know why. Hopefully it looks good. I already regret doing something like this once, so hopefully I don't regret it again. But I don't know, I think it'll make it look cooler if it's just a big cliff right here next to the mountain. But again, who knows? Let's see. Will I regret it? What is your guys' guesses? I don't think I will. I think this one will look a bit better because I'm just using the natural stone and stuff. So, can the farmland reach all of these new blocks? Or the water, I mean. Whatever it's called. We might have to replace some of it, which I'm fine with. Then all these blocks can also be replaced. I'm also going to do the bottom block as dirt, for it just doesn't stick out and look weird. So all of these blocks are going to be dirt too. For just purely for looks. Okay, we have one more trapdoor there, that's fine for now. Place in all these new farmland blocks, and I think it looks nice. Or I wanted these to be stone actually, I think. Yeah, I messed that up a bit. We could use some andesite, add in a single 8 pixels of a different block at the bottom there. I'm sure it'll be noticeable. And then I guess that's what it looks like right here. Yeah, we just have a way bigger cliff. And there's actually andesite in this cliff already, so I think we should exaggerate it and bring it down some more like that. Or there's just some more texture here. So yeah, something like this would be the idea. All these blocks as well can go through. And perfect. I like that a lot. I think that does make it look better. We just gotta plant in some more seeds, of course. And I probably want some lanterns around here too. Our stuff is gonna start spawning in if it does get to the point where it's night. Honestly, I think once again too, it's probably gonna be best if we continue this farm to the other side. So I'm gonna start with doing the same layout one more time. Then we can continue this all the way to the pond over here. And just have a bunch of crops in front of our base here to help with the looks. I'm going to do a lot of terraforming because this mountain is very not steep and we want as much room for the farms as possible. So we're going to push all this back probably pretty far, as far as we can at least. So I think it's fine to leave some of this, like just like that I would say. But then these blocks we want to start mining down pretty far if we can. Maybe we leave this one. I don't know. I say we remove it for now, but it just looks kind of weird if we do that. So why don't we add a very high stone pillar with 2 dirt on top of it. Yeah, that makes it look a little bit more natural, I would say. And then all these blocks get mined back to basically the end right here, I would say. And then we can break these and fill this with stone, just to give off that vibe we're going for a little bit better. Just like that, yeah. And then connect it up with the bottom. Is that the end actually? Yeah, let's just make that the end right there. And then add in some more stone. Perfect. Okay. And then we gotta replace the ground here with more dirt. We can add in these backing blocks. So we have the farmland. It won't make it stick out, whatever. I don't even know what it's called. And then this should be honestly done. We can bring the cobble to the shore right here, all the way around the river, which isn't gonna be too difficult. That was pretty easy. We could probably do that too, yeah. Gives this a more shape, or a more interesting shape. And I think that's going to be what we're going for. I do like the shape. I like how everything turned out. We just have to go through and add in a bunch of variety of blocks now. Because if it was just cobblestone, it's not going to look as best as it can, of course. So let's add in some andesite, some stone, all the way throughout this entire place. And then we can do the slabs after too. But let's just focus on one thing at a time right now, at least. Okay, that should be fine, I think. Do we have these slabs on us? We have andesite slabs on us, so I mean, I could start with those, definitely. Just place them pretty randomly throughout here on top of blocks, and alright, that looks good to me. Let's get some cobblestone or stone slabs now. And I think I could actually make tough walls again. Ooh, we can make tough walls. Can these turn into tough walls? They can, but only into one type. So we place one here. Place another one here for now. And then we could probably make more of normal tough too. Cobblestone slabs. Ooh, you get 2 each. I feel like that's a bonus. You don't usually get that much. Okay, yeah, that looks good with me. I think that's enough slabs, to be honest. Maybe like 1 or 2 stone slabs. Do we even have stone anymore? We do have like 2 pieces of stone left. So yeah, we have 2 stone slabs. Let's just honestly do one here and then one probably here. It's like a 4 wide slab area though. I don't know if it's getting to a bit much. If I could grab some normal tuff, we could make more walls too. I can also finish this pathway and upgrade it a bit. We just need to make some, I think, slabs here for you can get up easier would be great. And then for the actual pathway, I honestly have no idea what I'll do with it. I mean, it's boxed with cobblestone already. We could bring both these down one block to begin to. One here, one here. I think that looks fine. Maybe we do some moss as the pathway. Maybe it looks like it's... I don't know, it's like that grass you really take care of, or fake grass or something. That's what I think of when I place this in instead of real grass. I just think it would give it a different, interesting color as well to spice up this area even more, is the reason why I'm trying it. And, I mean, yeah, I think that does the effect. Could we also place in some andesite here instead? The cobblestone just looks so newbie. Like, it genuinely looks like a mistake. Alright, that looks a little bit better. I think, honestly, though, if we just bring this block back one and then do this, it's going to actually end up looking better. Yeah, I do think it looks better like that, so I'll leave it that way. Alright, we got the left side right here with the wheat. We have the right side with all the water and everything ready to plant something on it. I don't know if I'll plant wheat again. Let's see what I have first. Let me empty my inventory too just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I guess I just have to check my chest. But it looks like I have literally nothing else to plant. So maybe I'll go look for skeletons and maybe we'll get like a carrot from a zombie. I don't know. I think that's my best bet at this point. Maybe I'll gather my wheat actually and see if I can find like a village. Then again, I do have a lot of other food, so I might just eat that and get some animals on the way. Let me put away a couple more of my building blocks. Alright, and then I think I'm ready to go see if we can see a village somewhere nearby. I guess I'll start searching... I don't know. I mean, I was cutting down trees up there earlier. I don't know if I saw anything that way, but maybe let's go this way this time. Ooh, a spider. It's definitely not a skeleton, but a mob is a mob, right? That's what I'm looking for in the first place. Just not exactly that one. Well, I did find a chest here. We have some bread, some potatoes. So that's our first crop we could possibly plant. Yeah, I'd rather plant some carrots though. If we could get some of those, I'd be pretty happy. I'm at the top side of a tiger farm at the moment. So, I don't know. Will we find them? Maybe. Oh, we can get some pumpkins too. Maybe I can plant those somewhere at some point too. Pumpkins look awesome. Oh, there's a special chicken texture right here. Why does it have like a bowl cut almost? I don't know. I think we looted the whole farm up here. Now we've got to go down. Is this just wheat? Any carrots? Just wheat and potatoes. Okay. Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? If I don't get carrots, I don't get carrots. Can't help it. Carrots might even spawn in these villages, honestly. I would believe that. Maybe carrots aren't a winter fruit. We actually have a bundle we got for free right here. We could use that. Probably not for seeds, though, because that's going to fill up the whole thing instantly. Some more cow variants. Is there anything else here? Is that really it for this village already? Okay, no, there's another part of it down here. I'm also gonna wait to sleep, because I might try to kill some skeletons tonight, if I find any. Okay, there's not even any chests in those things. That's crazy. Let's find some skeletons and zombies then. Hopefully that will be our big break for a carrot. In worst case, we can just get the skeletons for bones, and we can still get progress on the... We need bones for the pond, whatever, yeah. So we can fill it up with some, what is it called? I'm blanking so bad at the moment, I don't even know why. I completely forget the name. Seagrass, yeah, that's what it is. I could also get cows and more meat while I'm out here. We can get more leather. That way we can make more bookshelves later too. I also just remember to have a whole cow farm at my base. But let's get some from the outside as well. I think this cow variant looks cuter than the other one, honestly. But if I could change all my cows out, I'd pick this cow instead. It would be cool if they had the cow crossbreeds or whatever the term would be in Minecraft. Like, you could fuse them together or something. That'd actually be so chills. I don't know. I can't see literally a single monster. I'm starting to think I'm playing on peaceful mode. Like, what is going on right now? I haven't seen a single skeleton, creeper, or zombie. Like, what the heck? Is it like a full moon and there's no monsters tonight? Okay, there's a zombie finally. I think we're gonna get carrot from the first zombie we kill. Nope. Well, unfortunately so, I did not end up finding a carrot, so we're just gonna have to plant some potatoes for now, but I'm sure we'll get a carrot at some point in this video and we can go ahead and plant it down. But I think it's time to continue building. I also got a couple of bones. Did I throw them out? Okay, well, I don't know where my bones went. It is okay. It was genuinely only a couple though, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know if I put them in my chest or throw them out. But I also wanted to break like 1 or 2 more trees in this like immediate area, because it kind of looks bad because some of them are like floating. I want to replant trees later too, but this will also make the pond a bit more visible. So I'm gonna remove this bunch for now. just to clear like the floating leaves and trees, because I had started breaking these at one point and then I stopped. So, but I think this is another tree that's still attached to this one somehow. So if we could break that, I think it'd be for the best. And disconnect them. So I will do all of that one leaf at a time. But then once all the trees are separated from these like old bushes that are still here, I can go ahead and break the logs. So we have a couple here. The only one we have to break is like a couple of these for the leaves actually decay or are attached to this tree. But then these aren't actually attached, which is good news. And then there's literally one more, which is I think one leaf right here. Yeah, let's just break the corners touching. And then we should be able to break the rest of this. We can break all these birch leaves, leave that tree. And then there we go. Now we just got the logs left. And then the rest of it will decay on its own. My axe is also about to break, so I think I'm going to have to make a new one before I'm done chopping down these trees here. But we have 2 trees left, right? Or no, I guess this whole tree needs to be broken out too, yeah. Alright, we have 3 trees left. And 42 durability. We should probably just save the diamond axe for like enchanting purposes in case we do that later. So let's just go ahead and make a new one right now. Throw out the extra stick and get right back to breaking down these logs. And now that all the leaves are decaying, we just gotta wait a little bit longer for... Like this tree just has like a... I don't know, like it's just shaved straight off the top now, so we'll have to fix that. I don't know when I'll do that, but I'm just gonna wait for everything to decay first and settle down. That way I'm able to tell more easily at what I actually have to do or change. I also need to, of course, plant a bunch more grass in this area, but this part isn't finished, so I'm not worried about doing that badly. I mean, I have more than enough time to continue waiting. Other than that, though, I think we're ready to start building a new, like, genuine structure. I don't know if we should build something above there first, or maybe start on this side. I haven't decided. So I kind of want to start building something now. I'm going to take some dirt for scaffolding, some extra wood for building. And where's my spruce? Are we out of spruce wood? That'd be kind of bad. I might have to go get more spruce wood. Okay, I think I do. I bet I can start building a little bit without it, though, so I'm going to start just for the sake of beginning something. I've got to go all the way back up my tower. It's a pretty long walk, so maybe I should look into making an easier way to get up there. I have to go up this ladder and then through 2 doors. It's pretty tedious. But it is still going to be significantly faster than if I had just, like, stacked up here with dirt. I mean, do we start something, like, right here, maybe? Would it look weird with so much wood? I don't think so. Probably not. Then how high do we make this? I don't know. I kind of want there to be, like, something sticking out. Like, going back over, maybe. I don't know if that would look good. So I'm going to try to see if I can do that. And then I guess the other block would probably start like right here, right? I guess we could start like 2 blocks up this time. Probably right here. Maybe I should do that on the other side too, though. For it is actually overhanging. And then we'd have to connect these up with a bunch of wood. Let me move the other pillar then. Oh, if we do move it, we're gonna have to do it really far down. Probably on this block, right? Yeah, if we wanted to truly overhang, we gotta start from the very bottom. Let me break this then for now. We can break it when we get up there more. And let me jump down slowly to get as little damage as possible. And was it right here? Or is it a block ahead of it? I guess either way we can just do right here. These blocks could be hugging each other back to back. I mean, this is a pretty weird build to begin with, so I think it's okay if it looks a little odd. I'll have to look at an aerial view though or something to make sure I'm not butchering my build. I don't want to make it worse, right? That's the goal of this video, to make a build better than the last one. And then from here, we want to bridge over a little bit and connect these up, I think. Would be the idea, at least. I don't know. It's just the same concept as last time, I guess. And am I on track to meet up with this while doing 3 wide things? Ooh, I actually am very close. Oh my gosh, it's literally as perfect. How did I do that so perfectly? Okay, well that is a big coincidence. And that should be good then to continue building out. Let's bring some more stripped dark oak to the very edge right here. Kind of lock ourselves in there. And then we can do the other side as well if we make this jump. Just like that. Alright, I think that is good. And I think down here we would probably want to move this pillar to this block so it matches up more. So it would just be basically something like that. And then this would be removed all the way down here. And okay, we gotta fill this in with dirt too. This can just be turned into... Actually, dark oak, we literally have it on us right now. Good. And then all this would have to be kind of removed a tiny bit. We can bring this down to here. And then this block could be... probably more fence, honestly, if we end up being able to edit it a bit more. But for now, let's just place the dark oak here, the dark oak here. And then we'll wait till we can edit this more. But for now, I will break all this down because the animals won't be able to get out, luckily. Then we can break this for some extra space, since you won't be able to see it from the outside. Can we get back up this way? I don't actually know. It looks like we can. Good. And then I guess right here we could continue this. It's 5 blocks, a 5 block gap. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if we bring this 3 blocks at a time all the way to the other side, we should have something here that we can like make a window out of or something again. I mean, I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but hopefully that will be a good plan. I don't actually like how this is turning out so far. I think it's kind of big, and maybe we could have gone without it, but at the end of the day, you know, it's an upgrade probably. And we're going to see it to the end. If it looks bad, I'll live and learn from it. That's what this video is about, guys. Upgrading and learning. Just like all my videos, I guess. I definitely have a lot of learning to do in building. I'm trying to get better, though. Hopefully, I will slowly. I feel like I've improved a little bit slowly with my builds, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I've actually gotten a comment or two saying that people think I have, so it makes me feel better. But again, I do have a lot I gotta fix still. I'm pretty bad at building. I will be the first to admit. I think it honestly just comes off as weird that these are like off center a little bit. So I'm trying to think of the best way to counteract that. We could probably place in the glass on this layer instead and kind of reformat it. But should there be a gap up here? I guess that's another big thing I have to decide right now. Should there be a gap in between these things? And if there is a gap, should we do like cobblestone behind it? Like a wall of like stone, bricks, and stuff like that? Or maybe it looks like support? I don't know. Let's try to redo this this glass thing right here too. If it wouldn't be too difficult, hopefully. We kind of just follow this and bring it back a block, though. I do think so. I don't think it'll be very difficult at all to rebuild this. We'll have to break a lot of glass, which will kind of suck, but if it makes the base look better, right, that's the goal. Then we can do this block all the way to the corner here. Let's make sure we strip them all in the way. And perfect. So now we just gotta go remove the old glass and probably place in, I think cobblestone will be best if we want to just have like a layer right behind here to kind of patch up this dead space. This is gonna be hard to do though. I keep falling. All right, now I've got to place it in 1 block at a time. Just the block here, so there's extra depth to it too, would be the idea. And I guess right here we'll actually have more cobblestone, right? Ooh, I guess our builds disagree on which block it should be. So I don't know what I should do. Probably this. And then we can have like 2 more blocks up top right here to block these holes. I'm assuming that's going to be the best way to do it. But if I find a better way, you know, I'm down to do it that way too. And we can obviously add a gradient to this cobblestone as well, but for now I'm just doing plain cobblestone before we can figure it out a bit easier. I mean, the tops of these blocks, we could probably have like an andesite floor if you want to just change that already, where the floor doesn't look really ugly with cobble. And with the 3 extra cobblestone, why don't we start a little gradient right there? Perfect. I mean, yeah, so far so good. I think this is going pretty well, hopefully. We have to remove all this glass. Like I said, I don't have silk touch, so I guess we probably just want to break all of it, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to do what I'm going to have to do. So let's break all this one by one, and then we can move this all the way up to this block, including all this grass right here. Kind of have to clean that out too. This could be replaced with a dark oak block, and then we're going to continue with this grass right here. As for this block, I bet we can just move this back like 2, I think. Would probably work out well for us. And then we can, I assume we can just continue this spruce right here. Probably throw some cobblestone on the side of this like that to block it in. And then that is going to be more than good enough. For this block, we could probably just do cobblestone there for the time being. Have a lot more glass to break too. Glass takes a while to break as is. And then all of these blocks can be replaced with the stone brick roof again too, I think. So I'll be sure to break those. And after a bit of mining all this up, we have all of this floor removed. I can place in spruce 1 by 1 here. We don't have quite enough. And then the roof is also done. I don't have stone brick on me though, so I'm gonna have to go get more supplies. And unfortunately, I think it's time for like a Maybe not unfortunately, but I think it's time to get some more stuff. We need spruce wood, we need sand for more glass, so I'm gonna go harvest some of that up in my hill. Hopefully we find some sand up there too. And now that we do have sand and more wood, we can melt the sand portion of it, and then we can continue building with the wood up there. And I also needed more stone brick, I think, so let's craft that up. And then I should be able to finish that room up there now, hopefully. So we just have a couple blocks left on the bottom right here. Then, of course, we need this stone brick for the roof. I also have to rebuild the entrance right here. So I guess we can probably bring this down to this block. And, well, we don't want the outside to be showing stone brick, right? So I guess we have to bring this like that, and then place all these in. Alright, I think that is pretty good then. There's a couple blocks left right here as well that I might as well replace. Then we could continue with the entire roof right here. Again, I need to craft some more stone brick though, which I have enough stone to do. We can replace this random block as well since we actually have stone brick on us. And I'll just leave that side as cobblestone for now because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But there we go. Except for the glass, this portion right here is rebuilt. And it matches the top a little bit better now, which is, I mean, that was the goal and I'm very happy about that. Okay, I've also lined up some coordinates. I think I'm going to make an easier ladder because getting up and down from here is a pretty big pain. So if I can make it easier, I think just saving some time in general would be for the best. So if we mine all this out, right below me should lead to a pretty okay spot for a ladder to be. Or I thought it would. I don't know if this is a very good spot in the middle of the walkway. I mean, whatever, that's okay. It's better than nothing, right? This is still a better way to get up. And we could always redo it later if it's that ugly, but at the end of the day, it's functional and it works, so I'm good with it. Other than that, I think we need to get some more dark oak wood now. I left all of it in my chest. What is below us right here? Like, could we mine another spot? I should probably check the coordinates first before I randomly mine. It does seem like that's a random spot on this wall, so I could technically make another ladder there. It might be a bit easier, but I don't think it'd save us much time at all, so I don't know if I'll do it. If we could go ahead and grab all the glass we have, we might be able to go finish at least that bottom window, so I'm going to attempt to do that now. And then with the new ladder, we save ourselves probably like 20 seconds, which is more than you would think, right? That is a pretty good amount of time to save. Let me place in the glass, starting from 2 blocks at each of the top portions. And I think, yeah, that's not supposed to be there. Neither is this. Alright, there we go, it's fixed. And then now that the 2 bottom blocks, or top blocks are placed, we can go through and do the bottom blocks. Then this should all be finished. Oops. Okay, and beautiful. It all lines up almost perfectly. Let me see how it looks from the outside as well. Oh, you know, I think we actually have to do this for the glass connects, or else it will look weird. But that is fine with me. It's not going to really change much in the inside. Alright, nice. It's way bigger in here too, so we have more room to walk around and look around, which is low-key a bonus. And I don't technically have a way to go up from here right now, so I should probably work on that. Hopefully we can mine straight up from the other ladder right here. I mean, I guess there's only one way to figure out. I feel like I've said that so many times in this video that there's only one way to find out. I guess it's like my new catchphrase or something, I'm not sure. Either way, we have to find... Yeah, this is not it. Let me look around a little bit more. Alright, this should be a fine place to enter and exit right here, so... I can also probably place some dirt here to fill up these holes so we don't have like mobs spawning in the dark below us. That would be pretty bad. And perfect. We just need to place in a floor, of course, which I don't know what it'll be. I think the top floor has to be stone though, because you can see some of it from the underneath part. So maybe we do a stone floor and like dark oak walls maybe? I have no idea. That could probably work though. Or at least this side. I mean, yeah, we can actually start building the wall right now. Let's do it. Alright. As for this, we have to mine all of this back quite a bit because we need room to even do anything in here. I don't know what this room is going to be yet, but at least it's another build in this big mountain. Let me start mining this out though. I don't know how far I'll do it. At least a couple blocks. Probably similar to the floor below me. I'm also getting some of my flowers and stuff back, so we could definitely grab that and use it later on other stuff. We could also make this whole floor stone brick, maybe. Would that make sense? I don't know, I'll have to think about it. And since the doorway is right here, I would say we at least probably want to go back to this block so the door can have like 1 block on each side. I just think doors usually end up looking better like that. I also just opened up a schematic mod by accident. I'm not currently using a schematic for anyone curious though. And that should probably be good, okay. And then I think we can take this wall out and bring it down to the very end. Oh no, because that'll actually not even be like I guess we just have to mine all this out first, then I'll be able to see. Let me do that. And I want to leave the this intact right here for the the real ceiling. We can just bring this out and cover the whole top with grass. That way we avoid having to make a roof too, which is a win-win. It looks better. It's the best way to go about it for this type of base, which is why I like building them so much. I don't like roofs. And I guess I could probably... Should we start the glass like flat on this block? I don't know how I should do it, but I could probably try that for now on this layer and see how that ends up looking. Let's also connect the glass right here. And that's going to be a good enough test to see if this is good, and if it isn't, I could probably move a block back pretty easily. And I can pretty easily here start filling in the roof, which is a very important next step. So let's just bring a bunch of dirt all the way here, pitting above all these blocks and breaking the ones underneath that we do not need inside the base anymore. So there we go. I don't know how far this will go, but either way, we got to make this roof look good. We can probably put a couple of oak trees like this right on top of it too, since there's a couple over here. I'll just honestly leave this bush and tree, because I'm pretty sure we can leave it. I don't think it'll cause many problems. And then we can expand this just a tiny bit as well, giving us some more room for this second layer. And I think that looks good, yeah. I don't know what else I would be able to do from this point on. I think we can leave it like that. We can make a little exit out to the top right here, whether it be temporary or permanent, who knows. We can actually make a stair here and make it kind of fancy, if like as a way to get on top of the base. Yeah, that looks good to me. Maybe we use like 2 fence gates or something too. But for now, I'm good. And I guess we'd have to place in some, a way to get up here, right? I don't know. This floating tree looks a little odd. Yeah, this is tough. Why don't we break these blocks for this is the way to get up then. I think that makes more sense, as of right now at least. A couple more blocks here too. Okay, and then the next thing I really have to do is just go get more stone and stuff before I can finish the floor in here. So that's going to be my next priority. And then, of course, I have to decide where this wall is going to end, what is going to be up here, you know, stuff like that, which I have no idea the answer to yet. Let me also place, like, 2 torches here just for there's no monsters spawning while I'm gone. I think that should be good enough to keep it lit up. I think I mixed, like, andesite and other stuff would probably be good enough for the floor for now. I don't know. Maybe we can do stone brick, too. Let me just fill it in with the andesite to begin with. We have a pretty good amount of that, and it looks a lot better than cobblestone, in my opinion. And probably even better than stone, honestly. I should have enough to finish this too. I mean, I'm just guessing, but yeah, I have 60 left. I guess this is actually a 4-block too. Oops, we didn't even need a stair there. I kind of messed that up. And as for the wall, where should this start in? Let me get some blocks to try to make an outline. I think it's good if we start right here. 2 blocks, and then we can probably continue down here for another... I don't know, 5 blocks at least. We could probably add something in here, whether it be more chests or a decoration. 5. Let's actually do 7. We have the room to do it. And then this could turn to another chain of 3 blocks, I think would be good enough. Just like that. And as for the next part, this is where it gets a little more tricky. I think the best thing to do would be maybe a layer of 2 right here, yeah. And then bring this wall all the way to the end. I'm just spamming so many extra planks to fill this in, which, I mean, it's not the best, but we can get planks pretty easily though, so like, at the end of the day, I'm not really worried about it. And then we can just fill this in with wood, I think. Maybe add some fence here where we can like have another view. But that looks good to me. I mean, this is a nice wall. We could also probably continue the accent here with that other wood if we wanted to. I'll wait to do that though, because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with this wall yet. So in case we want to change something up, I should probably leave it as empty as possible. But as for that idea, I guess we could add in more chests right here. Would that look okay? Just before we have something in here. Will I use the chests? I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. But like I said in my previous video, I'm trying to get better at not like having to use everything that I build, because that makes for a really boring video. Because what do I actually need in a video? I mean, a couple of double chests in a furnace? I mean, I don't know. So only building what you're actually going to use in the video might be realistic, but at the same time, it's not really exciting for building because, like I said, you don't really need a lot of stuff in Minecraft to survive. So having extra chest rooms, even if we're not going to technically use them, it's something I've come to realize more and more that it's a necessity to make the video interesting and have things to build. So that is why I'm doing it. Let's continue mining all this out. We need this top block to probably be glowstone. I think I have some glowstone I can place there. And then all of these sides are going to be dark oak. I've got to make sure that the floor is also the double andesite. It is not. Let's replace that then. If we have more andesite. Ooh, we do. And then I can go ahead and fill all this in except for the very top with the dark oak. So the back of the chests have a bit of an outline on them. Alright, now we just gotta go get the glowstone. I do also have to make a bunch of chests, so I feel like I might as well do that right now. If we just use up a lot of our dark oak wood. I don't think this will even be enough. Maybe we have some downstairs though from the other chest room, I don't know. I kind of forget if I made a perfect amount. I mean, I did make that video literally like 3 weeks ago, so... Or it may have honestly been more. I don't now remember when I recorded that. Okay, let's make a little staircase, and then we need the glowstone now to finish anything here. So we can't block this off without placing it in. But we almost had enough chests. As for crafting tables and furnaces, I don't know what we'll do for that yet. For now, I'm going to just place in the glowstone, and maybe I'll bring some up there to see if they fit in somewhere. Ooh, also a cauldron, some leaves. We could use those to kind of help with the depth a bit. So let me make 1 cauldron, 2 cauldrons actually, why not? We need some more leaves too. Do we have extra? Or do we only have 16? Okay, we only have 16, I guess, which honestly is fine. We need more wood. What else do we need? Chests, we have some chests, and we need the glowstone, finally. Yeah, 11 glowstone. I knew we had some. And then we should be good now to go finish that area up there. I also want to make some blast furnaces because the texture is a lot more interesting. I like placing them back to back. So to make that, we need to make some melted stone. We actually have a glass that I can take, and I can finish that roof up there. Or not the roof, but the glass window on the new area I just built. I think we probably have enough to do it. And the 5 glowstone, just like that. Then the rest of the chests, I think we have enough to place them all in here. Gotta do one set at a time. And I think I placed them really sneakily. Yeah, did that work? Okay, yeah, they're turned into double chest, nice. So we can just place this back here. And we can place one of those cauldrons. We can place some leaves. And we could probably hide a glowstone under there as well. You can actually reach under cauldrons now. You did not used to be able to do that. That's crazy. And then we can place 2 crafting tables, I think, on both these sides. One here, one here. And then we can place a blast furnace on top of a normal furnace. So that would just look like that. And then this kind of helps with the depth for it doesn't just jump. That's why this is here too. Some extra lighting. I think it helps a lot. And then we can also go ahead and finish the glass here, which I'm going to do now. And then it did make this a little more narrow because we had to add the connecting glass, of course, but I still think there's more than enough room, which is obviously a good thing. We'd need iron. I think we could place 2 lanterns on top of these for some extra light. And as for over here, I don't know how I'm going to light up yet, so let's just place some torches in the spots where we don't have a plan for. We can go ahead and do some kind of lighting there after. But other than that, this should be good. We just need those blast furnaces. I think I can definitely mine this down now so we can get at least this place finished. There's a lot of stuff I have to fix here though, because this is a very steep mountain. I won't try to make it like not steep. Like we can go for like a waterfall style river right here, just because that's what is going to end up realistically working. I don't know if we have room for anything else, but that's still going to be a significant amount of effort to make, especially because I have to break multiple of these trees, which I should probably get started on for the leaves can begin decaying. I do need to get more dirt too, because I don't have enough to finish this. I have like 10 left, which is fine, because I need to wait for this stuff to decay anyway, so getting dirt will give it some extra time to do that. I also should empty my inventory, because I don't have enough room for dirt, and I can probably put away most of this wood and other random stuff that I have. Okay, let me break this, so we can have a little water flow down. Hopefully it works, I don't know if it will. Okay, that looks like it worked pretty much good enough. Then we need to get these middle blocks mined out, so we can add that extra depth in. Let me do that as well. It's gonna take quite a while because I'm floating in the water though. Just one layer at a time. Alright, I think that's gonna be good enough. And then we could probably place one more water back on this block just to have that flow down as well. I guess I actually probably didn't want that to happen. Whatever. This pond is fine. It links up to this other big lake. I think that makes sense. And everything should be fine with that. I think it'd be cool if we have like a dock down here or something as well. So how could I probably accomplish that? I don't know. We'll have to make like pathway. I think having a pathway in the whole base would look cool too, but maybe let's try and make it more flat somewhere so we could have a little bit of a staircase or something. I mean, I'm making it more flat, but at the same time I'm making it look worse too, so I don't know what I should do here. I think we have to make it more flat, like by multiple blocks. So you really have to change the shape of this mountain. Alright, I think that looks fine. Then I guess right here is where we would go down. Kind of make this a little bit more square then. I mean, we're kind of getting a nice flat path. That doesn't look too bad or terrible or anything. I'm running out of room though to build this. Just don't have to build into the water. Okay, that's better. And then we need like 2 or 3 more layers. Let's break some of these blocks, some of these blocks, and then that seems to me to be a successful path all the way down to the bottom. Looks like I mined some sand from here earlier, so if I just want to block this up, I think that would be for the best. We can kind of repair it. That way we don't have a huge hole next to our dock. And then I think we could also make this all the same Y level right here too. And then also we can go ahead and go harvest my wheat. I've forgotten about that for so long. And my sugarcane too. I mean, we might need more books, so it's definitely gonna be worth it to get this really quick. I probably need more inventory. Oh, yes I do. Oh my goodness. I do not have room for any of this. We can throw out some leaves, some saplings, and then that should give us enough room to be honest, but who knows. And I can also probably remove this farm in here too at some point soon. Shall we replant them again? I think we should just remove it. We have more than enough farms now. So we do not need this little farm in the middle of the water anymore. Which should help this whole pond start looking better again. I have 2 stacks of sugarcane from all of that and 40 wheat, which will make me a good amount of food. I'm gonna go put the sugarcane in the chest, and then I'm gonna try to continue building this. I don't know. I might build a path next. I'm running out of diamonds as well for tools, so we're gonna have to get more at some point here. So if I do want a path going all the way through this farm to my bridge, down here to the other area, we're gonna need a flat area to put it on. So we should probably start making this a little bit more flat as well, giving ourselves a little bit more room. I mean, if we're gonna come down on like these blocks, obviously we can't have a path come down on like this is way too varied. So what do we do is the question here, right? I think the answer to that is going to be we should probably try to make a more flat area right here. So like somewhere on these blocks we could make the path come down right here, honestly. Then we can bring this back, and then this is the new outline for up here, and then we can fill this in, and then that will allow us to easily make a path that looks nice. Let's just continue this all the way back, and yeah, I'd say we need to add some more though. This doesn't look normal yet. Okay, that looks better. I think this is too pushed out now, so I think that's better too. We can bring these out just a little bit as well. I'm not too worried about this area down here. I'm more so worried about the area up here because, I mean, it's just more important. So I want to focus on that a little bit more. And I think that's going to be good for us, honestly. Right here is where the path can go down then. We have to kind of flatten these layers out too, though, if we want it to be possible. Well, not possible. It would always be possible, right? But if I wanted to look good, would be the word I'm looking for there. And perfect. Okay, that's going to be fine. Just got to finish this dirt now. Which it looks like I just did. I think that's good. Like, I'm fine with this. I think the path goes there pretty nicely. So if we just go ahead and not break, but turn all these to path blocks for now. All the way down to here. I don't know where the path is going to go yet, so I'm just going to end it on this block. And then we can also go through and place some spruce slabs because they blend with the dirt pretty well. So we don't have to, like, jump every time. Honestly, I think I probably need to get more spruce wood as well. I'm running pretty low on it. So we're gonna have to go back up to my tree area and keep chopping those trees down. But first, I'm gonna finish this path as much as I can. And then with the slabs, of course, we can just hold down our sprint key and go all the way up and down, which is really nice. Then we can try to curve this path and make it bigger, I think. I really want to have a lot of curves on it for it isn't just like a straight line. At the same time, we don't want too many. Let's do one more right here because we're about to switch over to that other path in a second here. So let's make it straight for a second, and then we can probably turn it like right here, yeah. Oh no, we gotta go straight this way. Well, if the path is just completely straight from here, that's gonna look weird. So I don't know what we should do. Probably move it 1 block still, just like this. Wait, am I making it 4 wide now? It's because that's supposed to be normal dirt, yeah, okay. Okay, we need to just break all these things. I cannot do the path blocks with them on it, and they're pretty hard to break. So then we could edit it to be like this, then the problem is kind of solved, and we can have that variation. Then we bring it up 1 and 2 blocks, place the slabs, and then I'll leave that for the time being. And then for here, what we can do is just bring this straight over. And then I guess we should probably just go ahead and break this right there too. And then these 2 can be dirt blocks still. Or maybe this could even be a dirt block as well. So it's more like an intersection. Yeah, I think that makes it look a bit better. And then I will continue this path, hopefully to the area where we're going to make the dock. Okay, again, I have to break all these first, because if I'm in F5, it's so hard to break them, and it just ends up making me take, like, way longer. So let me get rid of all these leaves here. It was a cool addition to Minecraft, though. I like these leaf blocks. But right now, they're just getting in the way. Okay, I'm out of dirt, to be honest. But I was trying to make this too wide so we can have this path go straight down. And, I don't know, isn't going the best, but I think we can do it. It's just, I'm kind of running out of room here. But again, I think I could end up finishing that. Just got to push this out a little bit more. Maybe warp this river, lake, whatever this is a bit. Other than that, I guess we could probably harvest these potatoes. I still want carrots instead, but again, like I've said many times, if potatoes are all okay, I can get right now, I might as well grow them. For we have plenty of potatoes in the future for whatever we might need them for. So let's plant all of these down. Alright, there we go. We were missing some over here, of course, but all the potatoes are replanted at the very least. We could probably get this wheat again. Yeah, I bet I could get it again. I think I could continue this tough design all the way through this bottom, all the way over to here. And then we could probably stop it so it's just like one rock. I mean, maybe that doesn't make sense, but I already started, so I feel like I want to have it be some portion of the base, even if it's just for the memory. Gotta replant all these seeds too after I get this wheat. But this will help me breed my cows, which I should probably go do if we're gonna want more bookshelves. That's what I'll do with this wheat while I'm done with it, actually. That's a good idea. But first I gotta replant and harvest all of this. We have a lot of wheat planted down here, oh my gosh. This is a ginormous wheat farm. My hand already hurts and it's not even all harvested yet. Let me do this. Alright, then we can go ahead and throw a bunch of wheat in here. Oh, all these animals. Okay, we let one sheep up, but that's okay. I have 3 stacks of wheat. How much can we even use for all of this? Oh my gosh, this place is tiny. I think we need an expansion. This is not a lot of room for all these animals. But nonetheless, we gotta breed them because we need that leather. Alright, is that all the wheat I can use? We didn't even use a stack, so... Well, no, I'm still breeding slowly. I'll run through here a couple more times. It's gonna get to the point where I can't even walk through this area, though. I've had farms where it's like once you go in, your character just basically gets like frozen in place. So how many monsters there are in the same spot. It's crazy. And we'll get rid of the sheep in here, sorry. But it's gotta be done. Is there a pigman up there? Do we have it fence gated off? We don't. Okay, there's just a pigman wandering around up there. Alright, I did build somewhat of like a bridge above me. Just figured I'd do like the French shape. We still have the back pillars and everything, but I also think it would be good if I go ahead and bring this out all the way here. We're actually on top of that same map area below us or whatever I'm gonna use it for. I don't even know yet. But if we bring this all the way to the other side, we could probably use all this room for like a bunch more animals, hopefully at least. And I think a bridge above it will just look cool. That's why I decided to do it. I don't know if that's going to end up being true, but there's only one way to figure out, and that is to get the outline of this finished. Let's bring this all the way down too, and I will bring it into the ground until it is behind another block. That's usually the strategy, which would be right here. Okay, so it looks like it is very sturdy. Oh, and I ran out of dark oak. Okay, there we go. All right, I went ahead and got some dirt so we can place it along this bottom side so we can let the grass spread, and then all the cows and sheep can come in here as well. I think that's what I'm going to use this side for. I also just fell all the way down. Okay, well, I guess I have to scaffold back up. That's all right. Okay, so I've added like one more fence gate here, and I'm also going to add in some spruce up to this point right here, just like that. And then this is all messed up right here, just ignore that. Okay, we need another oak log right here. I'll just place spruce there for now. Probably like stripped spruce is fine. And then we can let all these mobs in once the grass spreads and we finish the outline. But for now, we gotta work on the outline still. I'm just waiting for all this to get over here and spread in so we can remove these blocks, which shouldn't take too long. But while we wait for that to happen, I can also go ahead and go up and finish the outline for the other thing I was building, which is this big bridge. We're not gonna have enough dark oak to finish it though right now, but we can at least finish the outline from here to the other side, being 5 wide. I just need to get back up here, which isn't going to be too difficult. There we go. And then how many blocks away do I have to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that means it's on this block, right? Yes, this seems like the right block. We can break these, place in the other wall eventually. I guess I don't have it on me right now. And then we just got to stack over all the way here with these. And then I'll have to do the other design right below me in a second, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. I can also go ahead and mine this wall out so we can have a bit more room to fix it up, place in the right blocks on the wall here, and overall just make it look a lot better. You can break all this cobblestone for the time being too. I don't know what we're going to have here, but we can definitely have something cooler than cobblestone, that's for sure. So if we get rid of that, that's a good first step. And then all these blocks can go ahead and be removed as well. But I don't want to remove them too deep, because if we remove this andesite, then I think all the monsters, or not monsters, but mobs will be able to get out. And then we could remove this wall as well, which I think I'll do, so we can have the pillar and then the bridge thing there still. So all these blocks gotta go. So if all of those are gone, we could probably continue this spruce into the wall and just do like some sort of like stair design right here. I don't know, just like that. I don't know what I'll actually do there, but we just need some sort of filler block, since this is going to be a wall for the animals, and that's about it. All this can be turned into grass and start spreading as well, because this will be where the animals are standing. And honestly, I think we could probably go ahead and remove this now so we can finish this, because there's more than enough grass in the middle. It's just going to take a little bit to spread everywhere. So that is done. You can probably replace this with another spruce line instead, so something like that. I mean, that looks good enough to me. We can replace what's here too and make it a better color. I don't know what's going to be here, but we need some sort of wall design. And I've got to get back up here to finish breaking all this stuff. Alright, I did finish a pretty good majority of the outline right here, but I'm going to go ahead and go get some glowstone so I can hide it. I can place it down there where it was supposed to go as a test. And then we have to finish the fence. We have to block off the top of that roof somehow so there's a bridge to walk on. There's definitely a couple things I got finished, but for now I think it's looking pretty good. I went to the nether, I got 31 glowstone. It wasn't very difficult, but now I have to go ahead and get some leaves and go place this in that area. I need more glowstone than this later too. I didn't want to spend too much time there. Do I not have leaves? Okay, I don't have leaves, I guess. I need to go get some. And am I out of iron? Oh, I do not have materials. I thought I had more than that. Maybe I should go mine then real quick. I guess I'll do that right now. Let me just put away a bunch of my random stuff on me. Guess we can keep the glowstone in this chest for now as well. And I have to sleep once again. Okay, wait, I was just in this cave. I'm already at this deep slate level, but what the heck? Why are there so many diamonds right here? I need to get those. I wasn't even trying to come down a deep slate this quickly because I need iron is like one of the things I need. I mean, I need diamonds too, but I mean, I would have preferred to get iron first. But the cave just went straight down pretty quick, and I just happened upon this and I had to show it on the recording. Because I'm about to go from 8 diamonds to how many? Let's see. Alright, so it was like 10 diamonds, which isn't a crazy amount, but I mean, still, that is a... I feel like that's a good amount, though. I mean, 10 more, that's double what I had previously. I'm gonna run around this cave and hopefully find some iron, but I guess I'll mostly look for diamonds and then get some iron closer to the surface. I'm not gonna record it, though, because mining does tend to be not too exciting. But if I find something crazy again, I'll let you guys know. I need the iron for lanterns and... you know, I honestly forget what else I needed it for, I can't lie. But I need it for stuff, okay? That's all I know. Oh, wait, we can get bones down here too, so we can use, we can bone all the seagrass. Sorry, I'm low-key focusing on trying to fight these skeletons. Oh, there's so many creepers too. We need some of these creepers to blow up and do some chaos. Alright, all 4 creepers just exploded each other. Interesting. We should probably eat this bread so we have some more saturation. And let me try to get these bones. Ooh, okay, I'm getting low. Well, let me just continue mining. Well, let me heal first as well. Oh my goodness, I don't want to die down here. Why are there 5 creepers right here? What is going on? Oh my goodness. Can we get the creepers to explode? Alright, I'll show you guys this and then I'm out. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can barely get the creeper to even explode right now, because there's so much stuff. Alright, please explode. This is gonna be crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm almost killing myself because I want to see it explode so bad. Hey, look, is this a door from earlier? I've already been in this cave. I have a hideout here. I think this is where I came on like day 1. This would have been an entirely different video though. This would have been the first video. It makes sense because this cave is next to my base, but... Alright, anyways, I'm gonna get back to mining. Alright, I did mine for quite a while there and I'm ready to continue building now. We got a stack and a half of iron almost and 39 diamonds. I found like another vein of 8. The diamonds aren't even going to be that useful. I guess we could probably make some diamond boots because my gold ones are like literally about to break. Other than that though, we'll just wait till we need more tools, I guess. I don't need the other armor. I want to get an enchantment table, but that would be nice. I've got to swap some coal to here because I'm actually out of coal. That would have been nice to get to while I was down there, but we can always get charcoal, so I'm not too worried about it. We actually have charcoal in this chest. And then I think I'm ready to building if I get a bunch of materials ready. So let me go ahead and go do that. We need a lot of wood. I don't know what block I'll use up there, to be honest. Probably... I don't know, honestly. I'm gonna go check. Well, not check, but let me test some stuff out. Okay, there. I think we have everything I'll need. And I can always come back and get more. I wonder what would look the best here. We could do like dark oak non-stripped blocks. Could be one of the choices. Or we could do probably like spruce wood. Let's try that. I mean, the fence are already spruce, so it makes sense. Or we could do like oak wood, maybe? Does that look good? Let me place this in. Alright, that doesn't look bad. Which one looks the best, though? We could do tough. I'll have to look for a second, decide, honestly. Or I could even do something as simple as, what is it called? Yeah, dark oak planks. I mean, that's probably fine to do. Yeah, let's just do that. Just to avoid overcomplicating it, I guess. And we have to break all these other blocks right here, too. That placed in, which shouldn't be too bad. I mean, tough breaks really quick. So we can get rid of this pretty easily. And now I need to place some fence along these posts. I don't know what I'll use yet, but I'm assuming it'll probably be spruce fence, which I do have the materials on me to craft up, or I should. Let me get some of that ready. I might have some downstairs too, but I left it, so I'm just gonna craft a new fence. Oh yeah, and then should we do fence gates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, is this centered? Oh, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make it centered. 5 block gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 block gap. Alright. Well, let's just continue with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then we can have lanterns on these blocks. We can just do torches for now. Also, if I gotta sleep so we don't have mobs spawning around us. I probably waited a little bit too long. Also, did I only get 30 bones? 3 bones somehow? What the heck? I feel like I should have gotten more than that from those skeletons I killed, but whatever, I guess. Also, there's a bunch of torches behind me. I did not record that earlier, I forgot. Just to give it some extra lighting in the backside, because you can't see them from the front. I don't know, I might make it more fancy later on too, but for now, that's what I was rolling with. And then on this bottom side, I can go ahead and continue this fence where we can bring all the mobs in here, and they can start reproducing even more with our wheat. Something like that, at least. Let me break this too, okay. And then we still need to fill this in with something. I don't know what that'll be yet. Maybe just some tough or something, I don't know. Let's stack up and try right now, actually, before we bring any mobs in here. What if we just have a wall of tough? And tough only. I mean, tough is a nice looking block. Maybe it'd look cool here. Okay. Honestly, whatever, it's fine. You can't really see it from anywhere, so it does not have to look perfect. I'm not too bothered by it. Should we try like move like only the sheep into here or something and keep one for cows, or move cows into here? I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we just unleash all of them into everywhere though, if we just open this up. And okay, yeah, I did block it off. I had to check that because I kind of forgot if I did or not. I try to place torches every 3 blocks so we don't have mobs or monsters spawning inside of this thing, which hopefully it worked. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if it will. I just placed them every 3 blocks. I spammed some on the wall right here. I think everything should be lit up, hopefully at least. Still need to make these blast furnaces right here. I forgot about that. But for now, we can place in these fence gates here. I just made some, which will finish the outline for the bridge. And we can replace these with lanterns or whatever still. Oh my gosh, that torch literally just got launched off the cliff. What the heck? Then I don't know if I should make another platform or build over here. I think I'll decide that with time. But for now, we can go ahead and leave it blank. Just finish these fence gates. I mean, if there's a bridge leading to nowhere off a cliff, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. So I probably should build something there, right? What will it be? I honestly have no idea. But hopefully something pretty cool. Okay, this wall's done except for 1 block, which is kind of bothering me, so I gotta go fix it. Let me also break these for monsters can't jump in. I guess they're gonna be able to jump in from up top, though, unfortunately, if they just wander over here. But I guess that is just what we gotta deal with. And then this is the block that was broken. I guess we could light up this place up here so monsters just can't really spawn in the first place. That could help us out. That way we don't have like a creeper jump on us. That would definitely take a lot of torches and quite a bit of time, though. I mean, I'll try to do a little bit of it, but I think I'm just gonna have to hope for the best at some point, too. But this will probably limit the chances by a lot if I light most of this up. So I'll try it. Okay, well, I think I need to get some dark oak, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to build something over here now, just to get it started at the bare minimum. I'm gonna have to build up very, very high, though. Like, look how big this mountain base is getting now. This is ginormous. And then I just gotta go ahead and stack straight up next to this pillar, and then hopefully make something out of this. I don't know what it'll be yet, of course, but we're gonna try our best. I just have to stack up so far. Like, this is too far up, honestly. We need to think of a plan. I don't know what the plan will be, but then we can probably stack this one up to like 2. Let's just do 3 blocks for now. All right, and then let's continue this. If we fall off, we are going to die, so I should be very, very, very careful. 5, 6, 7. How big should this be? 8, 9 blocks. I don't know what it's gonna be, so I might just leave it there for now while I think about it too. And then could we cross some of these just extra random blocks into planks? Then those planks could be used for the floor right here. I guess we guys should just use this, leave this as the stripped logs though. And then we can start the floor again right on this block. And then this would be a floor too, and then this would be another pillar, possibly. So I guess we could jump down and just put that there for the time being, just to try to help us figure out what this structure is gonna look like. I also gotta breed the cows again when I remember to, if I'm down there, so we can continue getting more and more for some extra leather. Oh, you know, I think we can make a huge wall here. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of stone, and then this is basically just like a big watchtower or something of the sorts. So I guess right here would probably be like cobblestone or stone or something else. Maybe I'll do a gradient from, like, I did a gradient in the last jungle video, which looked pretty cool. I could try that again. So if I do want to do that, it's going to be very hard and complicated, but it's definitely going to be possible. I need to get down here and build other pillars too. Then we can start on this front wall. So let me try to jump down. If I jump down from here, we're going to die, of course. And we don't have a water bucket. So the best way to get down, if I really wanted to, would be just doing this. And then we're going to go straight through a couple of these trees. So we have to chop these down. Starting at this one, I think we have to chop down this one, these 4 trees, because they're all connected. But then after that, all of them should decay, and then we can bring down the other pillar and go from there. And with those trees being gone, we can go ahead and wait for them to decay, and we can start bringing this second pillar down, which I think was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks away. Yep, that looks like it would be perfect if we stack up right here. So we'll go ahead and try to do that now. Double checking every bit that I'm going in the right way, or I don't have to break all this. It looks like I'm doing the right direction though. I lined it up with my eyes and with numbers. So we've got, I don't know, 2 things on my side, I guess. And my axe is about to break. Can we finish this first? We can. There's 35 uses left, so let's go ahead and do this backside too. Why not? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then yeah, we have to have another downward pillar right here, which we will wait before doing that, and we'll just continue on this side here. And what's our extra ability? 17? I think it's time for a new one. We can keep this one in chest again, like, for future enchants, like I said earlier. I think we already have one in there for that same reason. But let me go down and also collect some deep slate and stuff, and possibly try to start a gradient, I guess? I don't know. Okay, well, I do have an outline here of maybe a possible gradient. It's not perfect, I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's good enough, but I need to collect the resources for it, so I'll barely had enough to finish that. So the first thing we need is deep slate and tough. I'm gonna check how much we have. I don't think we have any though. We have tough in this chest still, but like not a lot. And we need deep slate mostly for the first 3 layers, which I do not have any more of. Yeah, I used literally the rest of it. Well, I have 41 coal with deep slate on me still, but let me get some coal and deep slate then. Let me put away all this wood. And we'll see you guys when I do that in just a second here. And I finally got enough stuff to go ahead and melt some of this deep slate. So let's melt like 4 stacks. I have a lot of deep slate on me, by the way. I just mined for a second or 2 down there, and my pickaxe barely survived. I think while I wait for this to melt, I may go ahead and go get, what was it? Are we going to craft polished deep slate and go make that first layer too? Probably. And then, yeah, I want to get more wheat for when we do need some more food. We could probably harvest our 2 farms hanging off this building we're in, because I don't think I've harvested those in quite a while. Well, I just built for a second or 2, trying to continue this gradient or start it, and I think it's going pretty well. I just need to wait for the melted deep slate to finish before I can place that next layer. And then it's tough, stone, andesite, stone brick, I guess, for now, unless I change it. So let's go see if we can start melting some stone, or if we have any. I don't think we have a lot of, so I'll probably need to melt some as well when the deep slate is done melting, because we need that for the stone and the stone brick. Yeah, it seems like I really have like none. Let me combine one of these furnaces to melt a stack of cobblestone. We can get that started. And then this will probably honestly be enough deep slate if we want to just replace more of this with cobblestone. Let's go start placing this regular deep slate in there. We have to place a whole wall behind it to be able to place it of regular cobblestone, because you have to place off a block to get this special texture that I'm going for, because it's only the top side that is like slightly lighter. It's a pretty weird block. And I guess I left all my cobblestone, oops, so I don't really have anything to place the back on. I might just have to go grab more dirt. Yeah, I think I do, because I need to be able to scaffold next to it to place the blocks as well from the right angle. I place the, what is it, the deep slate in right below me. If I'm just doing the tough now, which will be all the way up to this layer. Just continue that really small gradient on the right side, hopefully, as well. And we could probably like throw out one extra block here too, just to continue swapping it up. We could do that probably in some of these layers as well. If you want to just add in like 2 tough here, maybe like 1 or 2 tough up here, making it a little bit more varied before they blend together a bit better, maybe. I don't know. Then what about this way? We could probably do like these 2 blocks. Oh, these are hard to place because you need a block behind it, right? So let me try to make blocks behind it. This is a pain. All right, there we go, the backwards deep slate. And then you can place like 1 more of the regular deep slate up here. Oops, I fell. And we could probably bring like 2 normal deep slate here. Again, continue with the trying to just swap it up. So the gradient kind of crawls up the wall more, I don't know. Hopefully that makes it look better, I don't know, let's test it. Let me break all my dirt. And I'm gonna fill in this pit right here, because I can get up easier if I do. So let me do that really quickly here. I should probably place some torches in this cave. I don't have torches on me right now though, but monsters are gonna be able to spawn there pretty easily since there's no light. Okay, then we can jump down and break the rest of the blocks. And then let me get a view from a little bit of a ways over here. A little bit of a ways away. I don't know what I was thinking there, but that's what I meant. Yeah, I mean, that looks fine. Definitely doesn't look perfect. Like, there's a lot of critiques you could make of this. Does it work? I think it does. Could it look better? Of course it could. But I'm not trying for perfect. I ran out of some blocks, but I think the main, what would it even be called? The main structure's there, something like that. So I just gotta finish placing it. And the more I look at this thing, the worse it gets. I should have just done like blank stone or something. This does not look good, guys. Oh my gosh, what is this? I don't know, but it's something alright. Then I think next we should probably start on some sort of tower up there. I added these beams on this thing, I got some more bread. I forget if I already showed you guys this, honestly. But, I don't know, like I said, I'm not too happy with it, I don't know. I mean, it's okay if it's not perfect. I'm trying to improve my building, and, you know, you get better from actually trying and doing it. So I think it's a good step in the right direction. And I don't think it's awful either, like, right? I was trying to go for a gradient because they usually look pretty cool, and I just think I don't know how to do gradients the best yet. So yeah, that's why I just don't think I ended up the best. I've already talked about this too much there, so let's just get on to building again. I want to make some sort of tower thing right here. Like, I'm thinking in my head like a watchtower. I don't know if I don't know, honestly. Let's just start seeing what comes of it. Let me place in the whole floor to begin with. That would be a good first step, I think. We also got to place in the corners here, because right now it's just kind of like floating in the sky. I don't know if I'll continue the gradient on all the other sides. I might just kind of place in some random blocks I have on the other halves to save myself some resources and time so we can focus on the front of the base. I guess we could do something like this where the post comes out and then possibly there's like some fence or stairs. I don't know if this is high enough. I might want to do 4 blocks, but let me check this just by placing this front end in first. Yeah, I think 1 block higher is going to probably be the best for us here if we want to move everything up a bit, which, wait, did I just replace everything the exact same? What am I doing? Okay, well, this should be the correct new layer if we want to move it up, block up. So let me just change all of these here across this beam. Yeah, I definitely think it's better to have the 4 blocks room, so we're going to leave it like that. And then, I mean, it kind of, oh, we need to get more wood, but I was going to say it kind of stinks, but I think we're just going to have to honestly use dark oak stairs for the roof. I would love to do a more interesting color, but I don't know what other color would go good here. I just feel like any other color would make it look bad, but I also don't want to be too repetitive, so I don't know. Let's just place in like 1 or 2 layers and then I can go ahead and see from there if it looks like unusable or if it looks just okay enough. I could do like blue. I wonder if like a blue warped roof would look good on this. Maybe. I mean, I'm down to try it. We would have to go to the nether though, so maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Let's finish the outline first though with all these wood blocks I have. We should have enough to do at least that. I don't know. Yeah, well, we'll need more wood if we want to do these stairs, but if it's just the outline I'm doing, then we actually don't need more wood. But if I'm using a different block for the roof, I have to go down and get a different block. So either way, we have to go down to our chest after this. So maybe I could look at this from the ground as well to get a better idea. And then hopefully, if these blocks went like this, then could we do like a slab? Okay, no, we're out of the blocks. No, wait, we have some inventory, good. What if we do a slab on the side then? I'm just designing like the thing for the actual roof here, and then we bring both these up. Okay, yeah, that would be a good design for the roof, I do think. So on the corners, we'll have a slab and continue going upward. I'm thinking like a forest watchtower. This is the vibe I'm going for. Like you're at a national park or something, and this is what the rangers are sitting in. That's the idea for it. I don't know if it looks like that though. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the base even from up here, and I think a blue roof would look really out of place on this base. Blue roof almost gives me like a fantasy vibe. And this is far from fantasy, so I don't even think it's worth trying it, to be completely honest. Let me get more dark oak blocks for the roof. We should have plenty in the chest. So I'm kind of getting closer to the top, and this is like a rectangle, so I have to be a little bit creative, I think, about how I build this. Let's place in these stairs on the back side right here. Perfect. All right. And then as for the next part, I guess we can actually continue normally right now, right? Because this would just be like that. Okay, well, maybe I don't have to do anything special. Let me keep the bottom slabs here because I think it looks better from the bottom anyway, and it just makes it easier for me. Oh, yeah, then we have 3 blocks left. All right, and then, I mean, we can probably just block up with 3 logs, to be honest. I don't want to have more slabs sticking out the top. So let me go see if this looks good then. I think it will. Then, should we do... I need torches. Okay, I need to get lanterns and some other wood blocks before we can make the fence, hopefully. Okay, so I can start by placing in a lantern just up here, if I can get there, for some extra light. Actually, that's really not gonna do anything. I think we have to bring it down like at least 2 or 3 blocks. Okay, now that should actually light something up. And then if we could place in a fence on all of these blocks, honestly, with a lantern on it, that should help us light everything up too. And looks like we're out of lanterns. Okay, that was all the lanterns I had. I think that's all the lanterns I should need though, thankfully. And then can we make some more fence gates? Yes, we can. Let's use some dark oak for the sticks so we don't waste our spruce, because we have less spruce than dark oak. And then we just gotta place these fence gates in the absent spaces to finish this off. And I don't think we need a gate right here. Yeah, we're fine. And here is the view from below of the whole base now. I can give you guys a big angle right here. You can't see it all perfectly, but, I mean, this is coming together pretty nicely, I would say. Hopefully we still find those carrots. You know, I always keep forgetting we need those carrots over there still. I don't know if we should replace these mountains or the grass here with something else. Should we make, like, this a moss or, like, diorite wall for more color? Those are the couple of questions I'm asking myself here. I don't know the answers to them yet, but I'm going to continue thinking about it. And this wall might need some work. Other than that, I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good. You know, a small thing I could do though, I think the moss, well, it was a good idea. Like, I don't think it's necessarily bad or wrong. I do think it would just blend in a little bit better if we go ahead and use just normal dirt there instead. So I'm gonna go ahead and go replace all of that really quickly here. Starting from this block all the way to the top, we'll just swap out every single moss here with a piece of dirt. And then we'll have to wait for all the grass to spread, of course, but that will take not too long. It'll definitely be finished by the time the video is over, so. And I think there's a couple pieces hidden right here if we want to swap those out as well. Okay. I think quickly here too, I could go ahead and gather up all of my wheat before I have some more food. 29 bread isn't like nothing, but I mean, we're going to run out of it eventually. And even if we have extra wheat, we can go breed the cows and sheep again too. So I'll do those 2 things back to back right now. Just gotta harvest this wheat up before I do. And of course, I'll run through here with all of my wheat. We have a little bit over a stack, so I'll use as much of it as I possibly can on all these sheep and cows. We should probably separate them in hindsight, but honestly, I don't even care enough to do it. Maybe when we kill them for some leather, we could get them separated easier, but at this point, I think it's low-key impossible. We would have had to do it earlier. I think that's almost 1 stack gone from my hand. We can refill it with this. Oh no, there's mob spawning in my base. I gotta sleep, oh my goodness. There's a spider down there. Oh, that means there's probably creepers hiding now. Some that may drop onto my head from above. That's why I gave her waiting too long, right? That's why I'm always in a rush to sleep. So I guess we could continue the map room really quickly. I'm really gonna try to make a map, but my confidence and my ability to do that, I just stuttered so bad there, is dwindling by the minute I continue playing. But again, I'm gonna try my best. Alright, that should be okay. We also want to build a little staircase up here. Then we could have the map, I think... Oh, is this uneven? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It is. Could we just have a map right here then? I guess it wouldn't be too even or whatever, but I think this would be a good size for a map anyway, if we're able to make one. Well, I mean, there's one way to find out, right? I've been saying that this whole video, so we're gonna figure it out one step at a time. Let's build this. Let's get some glowstone behind the maps for there's extra lighting. Then other than that, we should be good to go with this. I don't even know how to craft a map, I can't lie. I assume a piece of paper somehow. Is it just one piece of paper and a crafting grid? I don't know. All my potatoes have grown again though, so I do know that I need to harvest all these up and replant them once again. Looks like we're gonna have a full farm of potatoes. If I just go ahead and go through here. So I'll go harvest my sugarcane again to see if the maps are that easy to craft. Because I mean, I'm gonna need more sugarcane at some point anyway, probably. But look at this side profile of the base even. I mean, this is a pretty cool base. Even if it doesn't look perfect, this is cool. There's the whole mountain. The mountain goes off to the side. It goes off the mountain onto this like hovering tower. I like this base a lot. I'm proud of it so far, but we have plenty of time to continue building it too. So I don't even know what I'm gonna build. I have to figure it out now. I'm starting with the maps though, of course, because that's been on my mind for a while. That's one of the first things we built, if not the first thing. So I really want to see here, can we get some maps for that? I could also probably go to the nether and get more glowstone. So I'll do that when I get back to my base too, I think, just to get it out of the way. We will need to make a new diamond pick though, it seems. And there we go. Just about 2 more stacks of sugarcane once again. Are there 2 blocks in the water somewhere? Oh, 1 block? So last time we got 2 perfect stacks. I guess I was 1 short this time for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see one that I missed anymore. Okay, well, I cannot find the map, so I'm just gonna wait. And by find the map, I mean I can't find out the recipe to the map. I'll look it up later, but I do not need the map this second. So like I said, that's why I'm waiting. If I put away some of my extra blocks here, just some of this wooden stuff that I don't really need at the moment, we should be able to... Let me start keeping the wheat for the cows and stuff too. And we can melt these baked potatoes actually. I also have plenty of stone melted in here, so just put away our stone. And... okay, yeah, I'm good to go to the nether and get some more glowstone, I would think then. Okay, I just got a bunch of glowstone, so let me put all this in the crafting grid, just like this. And we have, how many stacks? 2 stacks, alright, a little bit over 2 stacks, that's good enough for me. Then we can go ahead and go use this first batch for the painting, or the maps. What might be the maps. I guess if this fails, we can just place a bunch of paintings on the wall and call it a day. Maybe that'll be good enough. And hopefully this also lights it up a lot more. And it should shine through the maps when the maps are placed over it. Okay, yeah, that helps a lot. You can actually see the surroundings now. That's good. Now I've just got to make the maps and do them at some point. Maybe I should just get it over with, because I haven't been doing it because I low-key don't want to. Okay, it's 1 compass and 8 paper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 12 compasses. That's a lot. Okay, so I need the 8 compasses first. So just like... is that not the recipe? Oh, it's 4 iron. Alright. 8 compasses. And we need to surround those compasses with paper. Do we have more paper? Yes, we do. That should be enough. Alright, just like that. And then let's just click one right here in the center. Oh, okay, it's already fully filled in. So if that one is taken right here in this chunk, let's mark it. And then we need to make item frames as well. I just kind of realized. Do we have enough leather for that? Wait, what? We only have 7 leather? Let me go breed my cows and get some more then. I might have to farm up some wheat too as well on my way up. Just for we have more than enough to feed the cows. Okay, then I also need to craft the item frames, which should just be some sticks and leather, I think. Okay, there we go. Perfect. If I go ahead and go choose where this is going to go, which will probably be, I don't know, let's see. I guess I have to place all of them in first before I decide. Wait, what? That's not enough. Okay, it's okay. I would probably place this in, I don't know. Where should we place this in? That's a hard choice. I'll do right here for now. Let's go take one more map and get some more leather. I guess we could get the full 3 maps if we do the 2 chunks next to it as well. I think those will be different maps, right? Or is that a way bigger area? I don't know, let's look. I might waste a map. Oh, that's the same map, okay. So how big is this map? Like 3 chunks? Oh yeah, this map is big. So where do we need to go for the next one? Alright, this is gonna be a lot of running. Right here? Oh yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Let's go and load these other things in then, just for we have a full map. Okay, I did go ahead and finish the map here. It was a long process, a painful one at that, but I mean, I think it works. Our base is so tiny, so it's not like you can really see anything, but I still think it's pretty cute. Why is there a green thing right here? Is that moving with me? Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, we're under the bridge, so I don't see it moving though, so yeah, I have no idea. But nonetheless, we have to continue building the base now. I was gonna try to see if we have some bone meal so we can start making all this look nicer out here, at least. Maybe. Time to go check. Okay, I guess I used all my bones again or something, because I don't have any. Which is fine, I'll just wait till it turns night or I'm in a cave again, and we'll have to stock up on bones. I think I always throw them out, thinking that I don't need them. That's my best guess at least, because I've gotten them multiple times and I haven't used them. So, that is unfortunate. I could also go ahead and continue this path here. All the way to the staircase. Alright, just like this. And then these blocks, of course, will be the path blocks too. And then we have to wait for... Well, we don't have to wait. We can actually do it right now, I guess, if we want to continue this. Each one just has to be 2 blocks wide, which shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. Okay, right here too. Right here as well. And oh my gosh, we're really running out of space. Yeah, we're gonna have to change the shape of this pond right here a bit. But I'm out of dirt now, so we're gonna have to continue waiting. I did get some progress though, so we can turn these blocks into path blocks for at least now. Then we'll need to get some slabs. Oh yeah, you know, I actually turned the wrong block into path blocks. It's supposed to be the further one out, just like that. You know, I also wonder if having a bit of a, like, maybe like a window here with the glass like extended in a block would look cool. Just where we have some more stuff on the side of this mountain down here, a little bit extra. So my idea would basically be we dig all of this in a block or 2. You know, we keep this dirt above us as like an overhang. That's the plan. And then on like this block, we will turn it into the inside. So something like this, let's just stick with this for now. Then this would be, I guess, I don't know, spruce wood or something. Or, you know, we could use dark oak wood, I guess, again. And then we would mine it in diagonally a couple blocks. So I guess this would be the concept then. I gotta see if it looks good. And then there'd be like glass a la blanc here with a couple of things inside this building. I don't know if it'll look good, but I felt like it might. Alright, and I can go ahead and place the glass in this window now. I think this will be a good addition to the base, so let me break these and add in some grass. Okay, we do have dirt, we can use that instead. Just 2 more blocks, perfect. And we probably want to make the doorway too, right? I don't know how much further I'm going to mine all these sides out, though. Can we mine this side out, or are these blocks exposed to the outside? Okay, they're not, so we could mine those. Can we mine these? Oh, okay, that's the outside. We can keep mining, though, so we will. Making this as big and roomy as possible. I feel like my house is going to be over here pretty quickly, so I'm going to check the coordinates in a second to match all this up. But for now, let me block in most of the glass where I can still go out this way if I need to. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good for now. And we should be able to mine straight through this wall and meet up with some portion of this new area. So this one I'm going to go ahead and do. Hopefully my calculations were correct. Alright, so we have the whole pathway mined out right here. We can also go ahead and use some more spruce to do the floor, connecting these up even better. But now we have another place we can go into right here, which is a pretty cool view, honestly. We can see some of the pond and some of this stuff. I mean, not the best, but, you know, I like it. Well, it is the best. I do like it. Alright, and that is the window finished. We need to mine out some of this again, though, I think. Just bringing this back a little bit further to at least this big for the whole room, and then I think we could stop there if we wanted to. I also kind of want to make it 4 tall, so I might mine out another block from the top of this, just for we have more than enough room to like walk and jump around. It doesn't feel like too claustrophobic or anything. I just think 3 blocks is a little bit too tiny, so I will extend it 1 block for that reason. Oh wait, can we still place stuff right here? Okay, yes, it's not the outside yet. We got lucky on that point. Is this the outside though? Oh my gosh, it's still not the outside. That is kind of crazy. What about any of these blocks? Are we cooked over here? Nope, not yet. Then there's a couple more risky ones. This side would be one. Looks like we're fine though. We can start the wall right here too, so we could even place something in this wall for more of a decoration. Or just, you know, extra room is better than no extra room. Okay, I'm still trying to fill in the rest of this floor. I'm also changing the entire ceiling into some dark oak planks, and I placed a bunch of torches to try to help with the lighting as well. So hopefully that makes everything a little bit more bright in here. I still have quite a bit of the stone to replace. Same thing for the ceiling, I guess, too. I mean, there's a bit left here I got mine out still, which I could finish that first because there's less of it. Alright, and 4 more single blocks right here. Can we place that in? We don't have it on us, okay, right now. I can just continue doing the spruce then. And I think what I was going to use this room for is just some more bookshelves or something to try and make it look more fancy and decorated. And you continue breeding the cows too if I want to go get some wheat. Because we don't have too many cows up there, especially after I had to kill more of them for the rest of the item frames. What do I need now? Yeah, more spruce on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and remove this first wheat farm down here and replant all these seeds. And then we're going to go breed up as many cows and sheep as possible. My inventory is really full, so I'm just replanting some of this first before I can get rid of some of the seeds. Then I can throw some of the extra ones out. Because I cannot hold all the wheat on me right now, but I can put some in a chest in just a second as well. I just got, like I said, get rid of some of these seeds first. So you do need to replant all of this still. Oh, I can start by making like 21 bread, and then why don't we actually take this wheat up there right now, and I can feed some of my cows. Just so we can get that timer ticking down. We definitely have a majority cows. Like, look at the cows to sheep ratio, which is fine. I mean, I want cows more anyway, but oh my gosh, it's kind of crazy. I'm just running through here, almost through the first stack. Again, I used about a half a stack of the other stack. So now that that is all done, we can go ahead and go down and attempt to finish some of that floor. I think we need some more dark oak from the chest. I'll also put the wheat in there. We can get more in just 1 second here. Let's just focus on the floor for now. We need these blocks. Oh, I did basically finish this whole thing. Okay, we need 6 pieces of oak then, or spruce, sorry. Then we need 4 or like 6, right, in this thing. Okay, 4 blocks, yeah. So then this room is finished for now except for the decorations. And the first farm I can go ahead and check on is right here. It looks like all the wheat has grown once again. It's not a big farm though, but it's something. 27 wheat from all of that. Ooh, actually 29, I missed them. And finally, we should have one last farm over here. I don't know the last time I've harvested this one. It's definitely been a bit. Again, not too big of a farm, but with both those farms combined, we have over a stack of wheat, which will definitely be helpful. And then we can let all of these regrow now. I think I might go ahead and find... I don't know, should I find a cave and get carrots and bones, or should I do something else? Because I already tried to get carrots and bones once and it failed. I don't know, should we get enchantments, or should we... I think we'll continue these 250 days without enchantments, but maybe after we can get them, if we do 500 days or something. Make sure to leave a comment, like, guys, subscribe if the video does well enough to justify me making another one. Please, guys, click the like, if you like the video, that is. Okay, and then we have extra glass. I guess, let me decide what I'm going to do next then, yeah. I don't have anything emergent. I do actually think if we do that same window design here, where it's like pushed in a block inside of the stone and grass, it would look pretty good, I think. So I'm gonna try and attempt to do that now. I also want to fill in some of these blocks right here that are broken, just to make this mountain, well, I don't know the correct term, right, but the mountain is like, it had a big hole in the side of it, but yeah, now it's filled in. Then right here, I wonder if there'll always be shade here, or is that because of the sun's position? Hopefully the sun's position. And then now that all of that is removed, I can go ahead and start the blocks where the actual like dark oak would be with the glass, which would be right here. Oh wait, we bumped into something bad up here. That block should not be there. I guess we could probably push this in one more block to give ourselves some more room. All the way to this side, and then we can place dark oak in all of these blocks and then have the glass above it if we end up continuing with this window right here. I think it just adds a lot to mountain base, which is why I'm trying to make these things. Then obviously we bring the dark oak up around the glass just like last time. And then we probably want to expand this. Okay, yeah, but I guess it actually takes a turn here. That's blocked up. Then once again we have a line of 3 dark oak. And then we finish it off with a line of like 5 more. And then nothing's really sticking out the top, so I think this is good then. We can roll with this design. All I have to do now is fill in the rest of this with my dark oak, which we should have enough for. And now that that is done as well, we can actually start placing some glass just to get it down and ready for an example of what this is going to end up looking like for us. We also got to mine some stone bindings before we can actually get in there, because right now it's just glass and then immediately stone, so there's not really any room to walk. And I think we'll probably leave the walls as just stone this time. I think we'll just leave the walls as stone this time, but we definitely need to mine out some stuff up here so we can place some hidden torches for some lighting, just to make sure all this stays safe, no monsters inside, you know, something like that. Okay, this is mined out enough for now, I would say, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a view of this before you can see how it's coming along. Just both of these big windows here, and then we gotta connect this up to the real base too, but I might wait to do that because I don't even know the coordinates right now, so I'm gonna have to get those. I'm gonna go over there right now, so we'll have to get back up this mountain once, which isn't that painful, but it is a little bit painful. And that's what both the windows look like from over here on the view entry. They look pretty cool just lodged into the mountain like that. I think we have to fix some of the terrain over there on that one, of course, but other than that, this is looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna find some carrots and bones now so we can get that farm planted to the carrots we wanted, and then hopefully bone meal all of this stuff, add some flowers, get that pond fixed, and just start cleaning some stuff up, honestly. And of course I need some torches for you guys can see down here if I show off any of the animal slapping. There's only zombies. Well, zombies can give us the carrot though, right? So we actually do want zombies. I guess creepers and spiders are the thing we don't really care about. We want zombies, we want skeletons, and we want a lot of them. I also forgot to bring my shield, because I think I should have one crafted. It's okay, we can craft another one. Shouldn't take me too long right here if I go as fast as I can. Alright, there we go. Oh, I can't hold my, my torches if I have the shield. Well, I'll use the shield for safety if I need it, but for now I'm gonna hold the torches where we can both see it. And I might as well get some extra coal if we find some, because coal is always useful to melt up all the stuff we're using. And I think we're low-key running low on it still. Oh my gosh, there's so many mobs over here. You guys can't see very well, but there's like a whole army of skeletons and stuff. Ooh, they start shooting each other, thankfully. I need to eat food. I might get shot once. Okay, now I'm fine. Okay, wait, I need to be more careful. Alright, I was getting a little bit greedy, but thankfully, it's very hard to die while using Shield of Minecraft. I mean, we got hit once, but we can just hide in this corner for a sec. And wait for that arrow, then we can finish the zombie off, eat some more food, and then we should be able to get this skeleton. Okay, there we go. 2 bones so far, no carrot. So I did finally make it back just now, and I kind of want to plant this single carrot I got. I did end up getting one. It's going to take forever to grow, though. So maybe it would have just moved out to find a village, I don't know. I do also have bone meal now, just around a stack, which isn't anything crazy. But it's enough to do at least the bottom of this pond, so let me get to doing that, just so I can go ahead and get it over with. And of course, we can do some of these blocks right here, too. That's probably good enough for now, then. Let's continue up this river. And I've got my wheat all the way back up here to try to breed even more cows again, because we're getting more leather for those bookshelves and a lot of it. I should probably also give my sugarcane after I finish feeding all this wheat to the cows, too. I'll do that next. And after about a stack and a half of wheat, I can go ahead and harvest up all of my extra sugarcane from down here. Hopefully, we'll have enough in the chest when we go to make bookshelves, but I think we have way more sugarcane than leather, so we should probably be okay. And if we don't have any looting, it's going to be a bit more difficult as well to get leather in the first place. And I guess I could just go ahead and go put the sugarcane in the chest, and maybe... Actually, I'll wait to get cows until the other cows grow up. So before I breed them next, I will go ahead and get some leather from them, so that we don't accidentally kill any baby cows and then kind of hurt our results a bit. For now, though, we have to continue building again. I don't know if I'll do interiors or another actual build, but let me decide that. Well, I guess there's one obvious thing I could just finally get it over with, because I was going to continue it throughout the bottom. We'll just need some tuff first, which okay, I do have some tuff, thankfully. Then the bottom couple of blocks down here, we will start by replacing all of this with the tuff blocks, and then we can continue the gradient all the way up. Just for this single area, though, we're not going to do this along the entire bottom. If it looks weird, it looks weird, whatever, but I think it probably adds rather than takes away. Then on some of these very top blocks, I can go ahead and replace it with the moss. Just got to go around and do that first. We'll also have mossy cobble on these blocks, so we'll probably end up removing a couple of these tuff blocks, since some of them are a little bit too close to the top, but that's alright. We can change it in just a minute. And unfortunately, I don't have enough moss on me at this moment, so we're going to have to go get more. And while I'm doing that, we can also grab the mossy cobblestone, I think. And then I think this is probably good enough. Oh, it looks like we're missing one here, actually. I try to do like more moss on top of the actual blocks to hopefully give a better look. Because I think that was the issue on the other side, possibly. I mean, I don't know. Let me go ahead and jump on this and then have a bit of a view from far away and see if I kind of captured the same vibe. Okay, yeah, whatever. I think I did. I'll probably get some more like walls and stuff to make it a little less square, but other than that, I think it's done right there. Oh, wait, I actually just saw that we forgot 2 singular blocks right here and here. Okay. I'll make some walls soon, but for now, I'm going to go on to something else. That's one thing out of the way. And after thinking about it for just a second, I think it might be a nice idea if we take these tough bricks and we make kind of like a platform in front of that area. Let me show you. So right here, we would bring these pillars out with, I think just the polished tuff first. And then we could honestly bring it into the ground like this for it's like a full support type of thing. And then if we bring this all the way over to the other side, maybe mine some of these out to have that depth effect right there. Then we can probably connect it up right here. So like it's a platform, like I said. And then we can have the path connect to this area right here, going all the way around, which I think would look good, but obviously I'll have to build it first and test it. And then the middle would be, instead of the polish, I think doing the tough bricks to kind of have a different texture could end up looking pretty good. And then maybe this first block we also want to change to something like the polished tough, so that these bricks are completely sealed in by them. Oh yeah, and the glowstone too, we actually have that this time to place it right here. I do not have leaves though, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to keep waiting for that. Then we'll bring this path right over here, and then we're gonna slowly turn it and go up this mountain at some point here. I'm not actually sure when or where. I guess right here would be a fine spot. We're gonna have to re-terraform it just a bit though in order for that to make sense. Then we can go up right here, and then we can probably take like a complete 180, or I think that's actually, yeah, that's 90 degrees. That's not 180. So that would be backwards. And then we can bring it all the way over to the other area right here. It actually looks like we have to go up again another block. I didn't know that. So hopefully this is still going to look okay. And I just thought of the perfect way we can go ahead and fill this void in behind, or not behind, but under this platform we just built. I think if we place in tough walls, it will do a great job at that. Yeah, so something like that. I think that does look great. And then we can probably place in more here, even right next to the water would look nice. We could probably waterlog these blocks as well. And then go even further and place some polished tuff beneath all of these, just like that. And then we can do one on this side too. I do not have a water bucket on me, so we will have to once again wait to do that in just a minute. But we also need to get this path up to this level, so I'm gonna attempt to see if I could manage to do something with that and make it look good still. Hopefully. I've got to bring this grass back a little bit though first, or it will just end up looking weird, I think. So that should be good enough for at least now. And then we gotta, well, I guess once again we just gotta have to take like a full 90-degree turn and then start the path right here again. Gotta break all these leaves too, because they're very much so getting in the way. And then we would basically just finish off with a straight path to this one. We can place some more dirt on the side here to bulk it up a little bit. And then I kind of did a little bit of a diagonal turn on it. Nothing too special, but they should be finished now. We just need the slabs. We need slabs, a water bucket, and leaves. I do have the water bucket and slabs now, but I need to get some leaves from somewhere, and I do not want to ruin my base nearby, so I'm going to run a pretty far ways away, probably to that dark oak forest all the way in that corner, and steal some of those. I'm gonna go ahead and place these leaves down in a row now because I did end up getting them. And I think that blocks up the glowstone just about good enough, and we could continue that same thing on this side. Placing all the leaves over it to make sure it's covered and we don't see any ugly glowstone, and then we can go ahead and break all of these torches right here too to get those out the way. And we could honestly probably place in glowstone here and just leave it like that too, honestly, for the stairs to have some extra light. And I think we need to break this, but we could add in another row on these sides, I do believe, without being too visible, to add in some extra lighting. Alright, I do think I can safely say that this area is now done with all the maps. I think it's a pretty cool area. And then this platform definitely helped a lot. I'm glad I had that idea. It made it look so much better. I could probably go one step further as well and just place these two pillar blocks in. And then I think now would be definitely perfect. I don't think we need fence or anything. But I guess I could experiment with it if I wanted to, just to add that one more extra layer of something in here. And I guess it also block moths from getting in. So maybe it is worth experimenting with, I don't know. While I think of other stuff that I may or may not be able to build, I'm going to go ahead and finish these couple of interiors that I need to do still, just so we can get as close to being done as possible. And then if we do have time or I want to build something else, I will definitely do that as well. But if I don't know what to build anyway, I think I will focus on finishing the stuff we've already built and making it look as good as possible. Starting with this interior over here and linking it up to the other pathways, which is going to be a pretty long mine, I think. I have the coordinates written down, know which way we need to go, and it should line up with this doorway. I mean, not completely line up. I have to make some turns and stuff like that and go down, but it should line up pretty well either way. So it did take me quite a bit, of course, but I ended up basically finishing this entire tunnel. We have a little bit of clay left to mine, which I can go ahead and do now, but overall, now we just got to fill in the walls. I'm not going to change it like all the walls because that'd just be a big waste of time, but we can fill in some parts of the walls at certain points when it makes sense, and especially that one room we need to decorate and stuff, the whole interior. I'm also going to go ahead and take a break to feed the cows really quickly. Okay, our chest was like completely full. I was just trying to empty it a second ago here, as you can see, but we don't really have room for anything. Either way, let me gather all my wheat again. It should all be grown up, and then we can breed all the cows and get the leather. Or yeah, I guess I should get some leather right now from them before I breed them, but I can still get the wheat first. And the full first wheat farm has been completely replanted. Now I've just got to run around and gather up all of the wheat on the ground everywhere. Okay, I just remembered I need to place the water bucket right here, so there we go, we can do that. But I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot why I needed slabs. So I guess I'll just keep those in my inventory for now. Oh wait, no, I just remembered the path, okay. Well, let me finish the path then. Then the path will be completely done, and we can walk in it without having to jump every time we get to one of these areas. And I think it's done after that, yeah, it's already finished. After that, I'll just go ahead and gather my second wheat farm up here. Also take a pit stop for my cows because I forgot to go to my other wheat farm first, so it's actually downstairs, which would be backwards. And I do remember too, I have to get some of these cows first so we can stock up on some more leather, so I will also go ahead and do that before I feed them more wheat. I could even go through and use my sword, because I think all the cows are grown up. Or that was the hope and idea, at least. Alright, I've got 30 leather. I think I'm going to keep going though, because 30 leather is only like what? I mean, 30 divided by 3 is 10, so that's 10 bookshelves only, which is like barely enough to even do one interior, so we should get a little bit more leather, then I'll breed them. Hopefully maybe more like 40 or something, but I don't want to get too many cows at the same time, because then it would make rebreeding them back up even slower. But hopefully we can get enough for like at least one room, and then we can get them again later on and do the second one. Okay, 49 wheat is going to be more than enough for me for now. I will go and take the wheat through here. And I've already used a stack and a half of wheat, which means in reality we did not really take out any cows from this area, which is great news. I guess most of the cows had grown up from before, so we're almost actually going to use 2 stacks. So that means we have like more in here than when we originally bred them earlier. So when we come back again later, that means we should have even more cows than we just finished off for the leather. And I can breed them like probably another time after this even as well, before I end up getting more. But 49 should be I don't know, I'm hoping it's enough to finish an interior. It's going to be close. I don't know if we have leather in our chest too. I don't think we did, because I had to get some earlier. I couldn't find any. Oh, we do have leather in the bundle that I missed earlier. I mean, that helps us a tiny bit, but it's only 9. Other than that, I don't see any leather anywhere else. So we're going to go ahead and get some oak wood so we can finish this pillar inside of the house, just to make these walkways a little bit more fancy without putting in any real work. And then, yeah, this pillar right here too, we can go ahead and do this one, which I think makes this cross-section look quite a bit better. And I guess for right here too, we could place some oak walls. once again for the same idea that it's going to make this interior look better. The stone looks more intentional when it's like that. We could also run some beams across here too. Other than that, we need something to get up here, so we could just use a slab for now, and I'm honestly fine leaving the hallway looking like this. It can be empty. But as for when we get to here, we could once again do one of these oak entrances probably. And then for the floor, I might do spruce like I did in the other section. I'm not actually sure yet. I guess we could just leave it as stone too. I mean, that might look fine. Let me place some of the glass since we can get here now easily. We need one more piece of grass right here though too, so let's finish that off. And there we go. It's all blocked up. Oh, you know, we also have to finish that. The whole backs of it and the sides are like, they have no blocks on them. I kind of forgot about that. I will save that for later though. I was thinking of doing it right now, but I would rather build at the moment. So let me put my cobblestone away again. And let me cook up some of this steak so we have plenty of food to continue eating. I guess I could melt up these potatoes too, because why not? So yeah, for this room, I think we could have cauldrons here, here, and maybe just like... I don't know if we want to do two next to each other. I guess we would have to if we want this layout. But yeah, if we got like some more bookshelves just as like a decoration on the wall here, some cauldrons with some glowstone hidden under them or something, then that could honestly probably be it for this room. I guess we could also give it a spruce floor if we're going to leave the walls as stone just to make it look a little bit more interesting. We're also going to have to add more lighting, but I guess that's what the cauldrons are for, so hopefully that will give us enough light. Do I have my glowstone on me? I do have it on me. Nice. I just need to get the iron and the leaves then. But not before I finish replacing all of these floor blocks. We could also use some slabs if I end up running out. I could actually start with those, because we really don't need them anymore at the moment at least. I guess I could just place them on the top block too. I mean, nothing's going to spawn in if it's a slab right here. And then we will stop it at this door intersection right here, and the rest will be stone once again. I guess I could do this floor right here near the main entrance, just a couple of blocks as well, until we hit these slabs and it turns into the clay. I guess I'll leave this torch right here. That's enough light over this up. Then to finish that room, we needed the leaves, of course, which yes, I do still have extra of. And then we need 4 cauldrons, I think it was. And then we need some bookshelves if we can actually make those right now. So let me see if I'm able to craft them up. We just need to get all of our paper, and we have the leather on us already. Then we just put the leather and the paper in. We've got 58 books. We can use some dark oak for the actual bookshelves. And 19 bookshelves, okay. Nothing crazy, but again, I think that's going to be enough to finish at least this first room. And before I go back, why don't we finish this floor right here before I forget. And just like that, one more part of the base is closer to finished. Maybe we stop it right here. Yeah, that looks better. Then the cauldrons will go where these wooden logs are at. I'll have to see if it looks weird with the... cauldrons being next to each other too, though. Maybe we should do 2 gaps, though, with the bookshelves. I guess we could do that instead, which would look something like... it would start right here on this side. And then for this one, I guess we could move this over so there's a single block in the corner. We'll just add in that much more depth, which is a positive thing, I would say. Just gotta place in my slabs once again. Glowstone would be moved to right here. Then this would be the new design. I also need another slab. Are these slabs? Yes. Then we can fix both these blocks. And we can just go ahead and straight up test it by placing these bookshelves all the way up to this wall. I guess this one can be a little bit shorter. Oh, I don't know. Should the bookshelves be 1 block underneath? Well, you know, then I think that looks weird, actually. So what if the cauldrons are only 1 block tall? Well, actually, it looks even weirder. I guess we kind of have to do 3 blocks tall. Oops. Okay, well, I messed up my bookshelves. We're going to have to recraft one of them. So we don't want both these to be the exact same with one of them missing. But hopefully something like that will be okay. Okay, I do like that. I think something else we could do that would make this base look a little bit cooler is maybe some armor stands as well on these 3 sides. Maybe like 3 different sets. We're going to have a lot of inventory space for that, but let me go see if I'm able to accomplish that. I think for armor stands, we'll need smooth stone. I don't know if we have any melted. Let me see. If not, we can melt some up pretty easily. Okay, I do have some melted though. So then I think the other main crafting ingredient is actually sticks, which we should be able to make pretty easily. And then, is the armor stand in here? Okay, it is not. I think we need smooth stone slabs then. That's probably what it is. And let me clear my inventory a little bit right now. I'll keep some wheat for when we go back up to the cows, which will hopefully be soon. I don't think it's been enough time yet though to rebreed them. I could be wrong on that. Again, there we go. 6 armor stands. So, do we have more iron in here? Hopefully, yeah. Or am I already out of iron? I mean, I guess I made a lot of cauldrons. Okay, I'm out of iron. I guess I have to go mining again. Do we have gold here? Okay, we don't have gold either. Well, I really need to go mining. Let me go do that. I guess first though, we can go ahead and make a set of diamond armor, which is kind of funny since we don't even have diamond armor ourselves, but we're gonna hang some up in this room to show off. And then we can have gold and iron armor sets both to each side, which I need to go mining for. Okay, here is the diamond set placed in here. Gotta make sure I put it on here and not on myself. Okay, perfect. That was the idea. Before I do go caving, I want to go ahead and breed my cows again, so I'm not missing out on opportunities with their timer, because I think it should be up. I'm hoping so. Okay, yeah, we can breed most of them again so far. So let me go through here and do this. And I've once again fed them the 2 full stacks I had in my inventory. Then the next thing I will do, of course, is get some iron. I just found a cave with a pretty good amount of it in here, so it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I mean, there's a bunch of veins all over the place. And I guess we could actually get some copper, because why not? We could maybe add one of those armor sets in somewhere, or if we end up failing to get gold. I think it's going to end up being easier to go to the nether, though, to get the gold than to get it down here, because gold is honestly pretty rare to find in caves. Especially if you're not in, like, a mesa or something. It's a lot easier in mesas. Some lapis as well wouldn't hurt. I don't know how much we have, but you can never have too much. And there's a skeleton shooting me, so I could probably use this bone later on, too. You know, I could go to the nether again and get bone blocks from there, though. That might be the best way to do it when we need more bone blocks at the end of the video, instead of just running around caves. I did make it back up, so I'm going to go ahead and craft a set of iron armor now. And then I guess the last thing left to do is just go into the nether really quickly and get some gold, which won't take me more than a minute, I don't think. I don't think I have many gold from the nether yet, so I should be full of it. Directly through my portal, I already see multiple veins. And a stack of gold nuggets should give us about 7 gold ingots. So we do not need, how many stacks do we need? Like 3? A little bit over 3. Now I'm up to 14 gold. And finally 24 gold, which is more than enough to make, well, not more than enough, but I have more than enough now. But it is enough to make a full set of golden armor. So I can go ahead and do that. And since armor sets don't show durability, I should probably replace my armor with the full durability armor, so we can save on some iron like that. Then all we have left to do is to place in the gold one right here on... let's do the gold one on the other side, actually. So iron one right here, and then the gold one right here. And then we've got our 3 sets of armor, which is a pretty nice decoration. Alright, let me craft these 2 blast furnaces, because I've been needing to place them up in the top of that room with like the new chests for like a while now. So I'm going to finally get that over with. And I actually just remembered, I've got to remember this more because we don't have too much time, but I have to continue replaying this carrot. So there we go, we're at 4 carrots now. You can get some of these potatoes out the way so we can continue expanding it. I have a lot of extra potatoes though, oh my goodness. So hopefully most of my cows have grown up. I guess I could use an axe just in case they have not, so we don't ruin any of the baby cows. I actually already see a couple baby cows in there, unfortunately. So I guess I didn't wait quite long enough somehow. But I'll just go through and use some axe crates. We don't need that many bookshelves. I just want to use them for that secondary room we built with the glass and like the normal grass like outline window. I don't even know what it's called. You guys will see in 1 second when I go there. I'm going to also go ahead and craft some more bookshelves now. I'm going to get the books first, and then we can get the wood for the bookshelves. And hopefully this will be enough. 44 books. That'll turn into about 15 bookshelves, 14 bookshelves. Not too bad. So as for this room, I think I'll probably have 3 different bookshelves. Maybe like 1 right here, and then we can have another row, like 1 here, 1 here. And then honestly, yeah, I guess that would probably be it. For some extra lighting and some green, so we swap the colors up a bit, we could also go ahead and place in a cauldron with leaves there. And then maybe we could place another one. Honestly, that's probably it. I don't think we can see from... Oh, well, this would also block a pathway if we placed one here. I guess we could break this and place one here to hide some more lighting. But yeah, I don't know if you can see this from the outside. It's kind of in this corner. But still, if it makes it look better from the inside as well, we can do it, which I think it does. Let me see how this looks from the outside. So I just placed those in, of course, and they look pretty cool from the outside. I love these bookshelves. It really just makes it look pretty nice inside. We got the map room done. I'm honestly running out of ideas of what we can actually do now. We have quite a bit of time left, so I think we have to build a new structure. I can also check my carrots, which I guess have barely grown at all. That is unlucky. I just made some blocks for I can actually build another shelf right here. I guess it's just gonna be a 1x1 shelf. Does it make sense for it to be floating though? Oh, I don't know if it does. Maybe I shouldn't build a shelf here then. Because I don't know that... Oh, you know what we could do, though? Is I could do this instead, and I think that would end up looking fine. Something like that. Okay, yeah, that does look good. So let me jump up here and place in one barrel, and then probably like one campfire, and then we can have another shelf point this way, just to make both sides of this look better. I was actually going to do one block down, too, so let me fix that. I don't want it to be on the exact same level. I think it would look better if it's right here, so let's replace that barrel then, and the campfire right here. I'm also removing the torches from the area up here, and I'm going to place some glowstone underneath this for some extra lighting. I'm just trying to add in some lighting where I can, because this place is pretty dark. I would say we can add a glowstone here too. We can probably slap a cauldron there later as well, I just don't have one on me at the moment. And then for here, we should probably do another cauldron too, or else we're going to have some monsters spawning, I think. But with all of that being placed, that should be enough to stop monsters from spawning in. So let's go ahead and make those 2 cauldrons. I actually have the iron on me to make the cauldrons. So let me get 2 of them. That's all we need for the time being. And we'll place one here and then one over here in this corner. And I think this area up here already looks way better because I removed... We just had so many torches spammed across the wall because I never came up here and fixed it. And then this is also good for lighting because we have the lantern in the middle and all the lanterns on the side. So that is done too. I just got to fill the sides in with cobblestone still. I'm not going to forget. I'm just waiting to do it. I'm going to get these carrots. I had 3 of them grow. I was trying to go to the nether, get bone blocks, but I just could not find anything nearby. So I kind of gave up on that for now. I think these will grow either way, but I just need to give them plenty of time. I'm still thinking of if there's any other structure I can build, but I'm happy with what I've built so far, so I don't know what I should do. I'm thinking for now I can grab some cobblestone and just finish the wall on at least this side. I'm just going to use plain cobblestone because you can't really see the grading from most angles. I'm not going to put the effort in of repeating it. And I mean, I wanted to be a box where there could be stuff inside of that too. I mean, I could build the whole interior once we box it in too, which would be fun. So that is what I'm going to focus on at the moment. I also just grabbed a single stack of cobblestone. That's not going to be enough at all. Alright, we've got this fenced window here that I left a gap for, and then below me I also left some sort of gap. Let me place in the floor here. We can have a floor in this layer, so we can look out this window into the sheep. That's honestly a really cool view. And then below us we need another floor. This one can be pretty long though, if we just have it go all the way up. We once again have a view of some cows. I don't know what we'll put inside these things, but I do want to have the floors and stuff like I said, and build some sort of interior. And then we can just make this block on this back edge, a bunch of cobblestone. We'll have to fill that out too, but I'm not too focused on that part now. And then the next part we have to go and fill will be, I want to get this side over with, because it's like the next biggest, which I'm going to start on these blocks. There's a bunch of gravel and stuff here from earlier still too, so I guess I could also go ahead and try to remove all of this, just to clean it up a little bit so we can build in here even easier. It's also making the walls look different from the outside because it's just sticking to them. I want to go down here to the bottom and place some glowstone in. So as this place gets darker, we don't have a bunch of monsters spawn down here. Just going to deal with the problem before it happens. There we go. Perfect. And then this side also has to come all the way up with us, which I don't know if I have enough cobblestone for all of these walls, but I'm going to be able to finish this soon anyway. I might just have to go back to my chest. We definitely have plenty of cobblestone in there to build whatever we want with. I think I should also make a better way to get over here. I mean, I guess we have the top path, but it's just really hard to run through all these cows whenever I want to come this way. Oh wait, I didn't even go this way originally, right? How did I get in here? I guess I just jumped in, but no, we gotta go through the bridge at the top because I cannot get anywhere through this cow area, or I'm gonna let a bunch of cows out. I already let a sheep and a cow out once. Let me get rid of them. Then we should be able to just go up the ladder and get in through the bridge entrance. And then as for a staircase, we could honestly probably just run a really long spruce, like straight down staircase right here. I think would look fine, so we can make a hole for that. I'm also gonna jump down here and start placing in the rest of the cobblestone so we can have an interior. And then we can lay out the rest of the floors as well once this is placed, but I'm pretty sure I brought enough cobblestone. I guess I'm about to find out. Alright, I can start placing the floor on... Ooh, wait, this can't be the layer, because we have to have it down even with this window. So my plans were kind of foiled there. I guess maybe we could have a staircase look through here, or maybe it's just like a high up window for some natural lighting. I guess that makes sense too. That's good enough with me. But the real layer should be on this block then. I think one block below would be good, so we can go ahead and have some room. And I was also thinking we could probably try to replace this, honestly, with glass. I think that would make the tower look a lot better. I think that might be a way we can redeem it. So I'm going to try and see if that makes it look better, and we can have an interior in all of these. Starting with the top floor and going down to the bottom, assuming we get something that I like. I think we had just enough glass for this window. That's kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, I did. I did not plan for that. And then this layer, let's finish the spruce. And then this will be a very high ceiling. I don't have any lighting on me except glowstone, so we're just going to place like 2 in each of these corners, just for the sake of mobs not being able to spawn in and exploding stuff. And then this wall, alright, the wall has to be here to some extent, but we could definitely replace it with a better block. And then on this ledge as well, I think we could place in some stairs to make it a little less intimidating. And then as for the staircase, can we try and see if we can bring that down to the bottom? Okay, we can. And it ends up fitting pretty well. We land on this block right here. I can go through and also place in the very bottom on each of these just to make it look a little bit better and less blocky. And on this very corner block, I'm going to hide a glowstone and place like 4 leaves. Or honestly, I think 2 leaves probably look best. Or 3 leaves, whatever. You can barely see it. It's just for some hidden lighting back there. And then I think we could place a table type of thing here with hopefully some leaves and maybe even armor stands or something on this top one. I think that could look pretty cool. And possibly maybe a row of 3 bookshelves hanging on top of this with even more leaves right here blocking the staircase a bit as well. And then this, what are they called? Honestly, I forget. Oh, the bookshelves will go above this one block. That's what I was thinking. Need more bookshelves, though. I can at least, at the bare minimum, place in the cauldrons to get that over with if we go with this design. I don't know if you'll be able to see them very well, but I still want to try on these interiors. That was one of my goals with this world, to make the interiors look good still, even if you're unable to see them. We also got to replace some of this cobblestone, I think, with stone brick if we want to look as best as it can. Maybe just for this top floor. I don't know. I'll have to decide. Let me go get maybe a copper and iron armor set for that area. I've got to go over here and gather up some sugar cane. Let me get all of this. Because I think I'm running pretty low and I need to craft more bookshelves for that area I was just in, which is what I'm going to do with all of this. Oh yeah, I need to get more cows too because I'm out of leather, but we can do that when we get up there. I don't think there's any cows around this area, but it might come to the point where I gotta start searching for them. I'm just joking actually because we have so many cows. I do not think we'll need any more. And honestly, I would stop breeding them at 1.2 because we just have too many in there. So let's go clear some of them out. That's 2 more sacks of sugarcane or just about. And of course, I'm going to go through with only my axe where we avoid killing any animals that I don't want to finish off at the moment. And I'll probably get around 50 leather once again. Hopefully that'll be enough. We don't need that many bookshelves in there. I think 3, 6, 9? Yeah, I think we only need 9. So I don't know how many. Well, I do know how much leather that is. That would be what, like 30 leather? But we'll get 50 just to have extra because I'm sure we'll use some more bookshelves somewhere else in one of the other floors at some point as I'm building all this. How many do we have? 24. Okay. So I got 50 leather exactly. I'm going to go ahead and go craft these into a bunch of books. And then the books will be crafted into bookshelves. So I end up with just about 18 total. That we got 16 more from that. And do we have more books in our chest? I don't really care. Yeah, we'll keep them in there for later. We do have a couple more. Let me go place this upstairs then. And I think we needed 2 armor sets is what I wanted to get. So let me see. I should have copper and iron somewhere in here. Alright, did I ever use up all my iron again? I guess I did. Okay. I don't know what I should do then. I guess we'll just need to go mining at some point for more. But for now, we can go ahead and place a copper armor set in one of those armor stands. And we'll just leave the other one blank for the time being. I also have a lot of food that I do not have room for. Let me put some of this away too. And let me bring the armor stand in case I need out. Actually, no, I did place them in. I just remembered that. I'll leave it in the chest for now. Okay, then we can place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I think that'll look fine. I think this floor is good enough. I think the lighting is fine too. Everything's going to be lit up. We're not going to have any monsters sneaking up on us. And then as for the staircase down, I guess we could just start it right here again. Yeah, let's just do that. I need more spruce wood for that if we want to make some spruce stairs. And then we can kind of go down floor by floor and try to make every interior unique in some way, add in something new to each one. The next one will be on this floor. We got to place more stairs at this entrance, unfortunately. So I want to be 1 block below the window. But on this floor, it looks a lot better than the top floor, since you kind of run from the floor straight onto here. Instead of it being up on a cliff, I mean, I think both look fine, but I would prefer for it to look this way, I think. I could probably add a fence gate to get through here on this level too if I wanted to, which I should probably do soon. But for now, we'll finish the floor. And I will build the staircase one block at a time, all the way to the bottom, and then we'll repeat the stairs the same exact way for each other floor, starting from this back block right here, so we can keep as much space as possible in in each room. Oh yeah, this is going to be the grass layer, so we don't have much room left to keep building. So let me build the floor for this then, because why not? We'll just get both these floors done, and then we'll decorate both of them. So I got to place in this wall here, which I actually have to mine it out, because it's a part of the mountain, unfortunately so. So that's going to add in a little bit of extra time. But I don't know how many floors are left. I just know that there's one floor above me now, which I have to fill in the floor for as well, which I'm currently trying to do. One block beneath the thing once again, keeping everything the same. And then we're going to have another staircase right here going all the way down. So I'm going to try to get started on that. And then, yeah, there's this floor and then one more floor after this, which I think I'm going to make each one glass with a window. If I do skip one, it will probably be the very, very bottom, but then again, I don't think I will skip one. I kind of want there be a floor on each one with the glass. I think that's how it's going to look the best, but I'll just have to find out from building it. So let me continue terraforming this mountain a bit, filling it in, and breaking all of these blocks. I'm also trying to keep everything lit up, but I have to use glowstone, so it kind of sucks, because when we break it, it's not going to be glowstone anymore. So I'm wasting some, I think, because I don't think you get through when you break it. But it beats having to make... Well, we can make torches. I don't have to run back for them. Okay, I will use my torches for now. We have 8. That honestly might be enough. You only really need like 2 per floor, and we already have a bunch of glowstone placed in. So... And after a lot of mining, I'm basically down to the layer where we're going to build the second to last floor. I'm going to break it down like 2 more blocks before I place the whole floor in though, so we have it like obviously outlined where the next layer is going to be and how big it's going to be. And then we can place that floor in and finish the floor above me too. I need to continue these stairs as well, so we can get up and down as easy as possible. It's just that this does have to go down a couple more blocks before I can truly finish it. Oh, you know, the thing is too, my inventory is very full, but I just realized that I still have the full copper armor set in my inventory. So if we actually just go up really quickly, then I'll be able to put that up and then get 4 more inventory slots. So I will do that now. And let's place it on... Let's do the left side of the window for this one, and the iron can be the right side. Okay, perfect. Now we can go back down. We gotta make a couple more stairs because I did run out just now. Just a bit though, we don't need a crazy amount. 16 should be good enough for the time being. And then another floor, I just went ahead and finished this one right here. I don't have any more glass, but I guess we could probably break this. Alright, then this layer has a bunch of dirt, so this is probably going to be the hardest one to mine by far, just because of how much stuff is actually in here. It's just completely covered in a ginormous mountain of it. Well, I will finish mine in 1 second, but first I'm going to go ahead and finish this floor above me, just where you can get up and down a little bit easier, and then we can make the staircase on this floor as well right now. Of course, starting with these stairs all the way to the bottom. I mean, to whatever bottom we have at the moment. Of course, it's not done yet, but that is as deep down as we can go, so that is where I'll leave it. And we can probably break this glowstone for now and start removing some more of these cobblestone, deep slate walls, whatever all they are. Whatever all of them are. Oh, there's zombies outside. Okay, I guess I forgot to sleep for a while there. That is my bad, but the damage is already done, so I'll break this first before I sleep. These have a lot of durability on them. Oh my goodness, it's taking me quite a bit. Oh, and this layer has no torches on it. That's not good. One in each corner, though, like I said, does end up lighting up the entire place up here. So that's all we need to do. And then the top layer is more than good enough with the lighting, okay. Alright, I've just mined out this entire thing, except this side, I guess. Oops. But we can go ahead and place in all of the cobblestone on one of these sides, and we can place in the floor on this point, of course. I need more torches to... Oh, no, wait, we got a coal vein. I kind of forgot about that. So let me make just a couple more torches here if I can stop messing it up. And then those will be perfect to go ahead and light up all of this stuff around me. If I can just start doing that. We can place in the rest of the floor as well. Placing a torch in each corner to keep it lit up. And I'm out of spruce wood, so that means we can actually finish the floor. And I'm out of stairs too, so we have to go get more. I guess I'll have to mine out of my house like this way or something. This will actually be a cool doorway if we leave this here too, so maybe I should make a real doorway. I mean, we could get in and out from the very bottom here. That would be a nice place to access this area. Let me get my spruce wood though really quickly. I also have some more carrots grown, so I've got to be sure to keep up with this. Let me replant all of these down. The farm is growing. A little bit slower than we would like it to, but it's growing nonetheless. So I'm going to start off by placing the rest of these blocks at just enough. Well, I mean, I have more in my inventory, but still. At just enough crafted into planks. And then this, I'm going to finish this staircase right here, which does actually come off on the wrong block, which is weird. I wonder what happened there. Did the wall shrink? Or has it always been coming down on that block? Okay, no, honestly, I have no idea what happened. Either way, we can go ahead and place cobblestone into this wall. It doesn't really matter if it's 1 block short. I guess this was actually wall 2, so I mind a little bit too much on the floor and placing some useless spruce blocks. I would have had enough then if I didn't do that. And then this wall is now finished as well. We just need to mine out a couple more blocks on this side. And then the last thing I have to do after that is mine these brick walls next to me. So we can go ahead and place in the glass, which I forgot to try to get from my chest. So we'll have to go back there and get it at some point here soon in the future. I'm going to focus on decorations first. I think in this first layer, I'm going to go for some flower pots and stuff like that. We're going to have to mount some clay. So I guess I could get glass and then mount some clay too. And then we could come back and get the clay at some point. So I think we have glass in our chest, but we might also be out of that. I don't know. I also probably need some iron, so I definitely have to go mining at some point. But I wonder if we want to throw in some more leaves on this layer, if it's going to be more of like a farming layer. We could throw in a little bit of a bookshelf here. I think I'm overusing the bookshelves at this point though. I don't want to have too many. So maybe all the other layers will try to avoid having them. Let me also place in the glowstone below both of these to have that extra lighting. And then the rest of my bookshelves, which look a little bit weird when it's too wide going all the way up to the top. But what can you do? Guess we could push it forward a block too, but again, I think I'm fine with this. We'll place in another little mantle here, which we can place some flowers on. Maybe even a moss block or something. I think a moss block would look weird though. I think flower pots is what we'll stick with. I found 21 glass in here. I also found another stack of sand that can start melting. And then as for clay, I can just slap 2 stacks of both of those furnaces. And we are going to be using glass panes. So we're kind of lucky because we're going to turn 21 glass into 48. So that is already going to help us a bunch. So I can immediately go over there and continue building again. And keep thinking of what else I might need. I don't know why I have potatoes in the water, to be honest. I probably threw them out by accident when I was clearing my inventory just a second ago. But let's go ahead and place all of these in. And then this would be the first layer done as well, except for the decorations. We have some of the decorations in now, which is a good start. And then for this layer, maybe we can do a like mock wall at the back here to try to add some more detail to this area. Maybe have some shelves on it. So I think we should get probably a more interesting item for here. And we can place in a shelf starting in the middle. Not item, I mean like, maybe we can have like an andesite wall or something is what I was thinking. Then we can have these going across and 1 barrel. And then probably just like 2 campfires. And then of course this would be like an andesite wall. And then for this layer, let's continue that again. We need more stairs though. I'm gonna make this shelf in each layer, I'm pretty sure. Because it just looks good. From the inside and outside, it boosts some stuff up so you can see it better. And we actually need more lighting in this room too, so let me deal with that. And finish the staircase. I guess I never ended up doing that. Alright, then I can break this andesite wall up here with all of these wall blocks and place in the glass panes yet again in another layer. I don't know what we'll have on this one. I really don't have any plans on what to build on any of these, so I'm gonna have to keep thinking. And there we go, that is placed in. We can do the 5 stairs. The lighting is okay, so we're moving up to the next layer, which should be done except for the armor stand. Yeah, I think I was happy with this. You know, I actually think on this layer too, we should probably do the same thing with the cobblestone or like andesite, whatever it's going to end up being, wall in the back to add some more color and detail. But then we should probably have the shelf hanging like a little bit lower, I would say right here and here. Then we can just do like 1 barrel. I actually want to place it a little bit differently though. And I should not have used glowstone there. Oops. Then the campfire can be right next to that, just like that. And we need to go get some stone blocks to finish it off too now. Or maybe would tough look good? I don't know. Maybe it would. I'll have to get a couple blocks to test it with then. And then other than that, we probably want to place in some more lighting up here so you can see everything a bit better. I think that's good enough for now. Alright, then the best look for this will just be some stone for stone brick I decided on. Let's do that block. And then what else do we need? We need the brick for the flower pots now. Let's make 4 to begin with. I can always place more. And then what else do we need? I need to remember. We have the stone brick for the back block, flower pots for flowers. I mean, I guess flowers could be one thing. You can place drip leaves in. You can place the tall flowers in too, so we'll just take 2 of those. Maybe an azalea flower. That should be enough for now. We can always swap them out with different stuff that we find. Oh, you know, before I leave though, let me go check my glass. I did not check that furnace. Because if we just get a little bit more, we can go ahead and finish every single window. And we should have plenty in here. Yeah, 29. So if we craft over that, we get a stack and a half of glass panes. Okay, that's enough. Okay, you can actually place a drip leaf in here, whatever. Let's place a... okay, you can't place a rose bush. You can place an azalea flower, though. I guess I was right about that much. But we'll need to find some actual flowers to place in the rest. For the other 2 flower pots, I think we could place some on this layer. We'll just leave that there as a placeholder. We can get the stone brick out and place in these back walls right here, too. So, of course, get that over with. There's one, and here is the second. Just gotta go ahead and jump in here and get all this down. Okay, looking pretty good. I could also go ahead and start placing all this glass as well as a bunch of torches on this top line, just for it's as bright as we can possibly have it in the middle here. You can see everything from the outside in its full glory. Let me do that on each layer. This one as well. We already have the glass up here though. And this one, we can slap some torches up here too, which does make the lighting look better. So I guess it means we have 1 layer. Yes, 1 layer of glass left. Gotta remove that glowstone too. We can throw the torches once again at the very top of the roof. Then place all of this in. We got 1 stack of glass left. But I think the window below us is filled already. Maybe not. We'll have to check. And it is filled. So the last thing we need is just more of those torches here. And okay, we're done. I just need more flowers and a couple more decorations to fully finish this off. Let me go find some flowers from the wilderness over here. We can probably steal a poppy and dandelion from this spot. And then 1 more unique flower I think would be for the best. I don't know what that would be though, because I guess not as many things can go in a flower pot as I thought as well. Oh, can like a red mushroom go in? That'd be kind of cool. Let me go see if I can find a red mushroom. We should have like a stack in our chest. So then next to this flower, we're going to place 1 of the red things. I think we'll do the flower right here. Then we'll do the mushroom and the dandelion on the next layer, just like that. Let me place in these leaves at the bottom. I just want to have more decorations here, and I think filling this in with some extra leaves here will look good. And for the layer below us, we could probably fill it in with another similar flower bed, but we can have like tall flowers on this one, I think. I'm just trying to fill the space in all these areas, which proves to be pretty difficult. Okay, yeah, that looks good with me. But I guess we can throw in, well, not another glowstone, that just looks ugly. I don't know how we'll light it up more. I mean, I guess, yeah, we could throw one right here to give it some more lighting from the side. And then we could maybe replace with like a torch or lantern later on. That's fine with me, I guess. Okay, then we can place in more tall flowers here and then just have probably another one of those designs like the fireplaces and barrels, just like this. A bookshelf, and then 2 more campfires. I mean, I know it's kind of repetitive, but at the same time, I'm really out of different things to place because there's 5 different layers in this place. So you can only have so many unique ideas. Alright, so I went ahead and got some skeletons and did a couple of other things around the base, so I'm mainly finished now. I think there's just a couple more things I gotta do. The first of which being placing in the rest of these flowers right here. Let's just do something like that. And then this layer should be pretty much done. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then finally, I've got to run around the base a bit now. And we can place in a bunch of flowers, bone meal stuff, place in some extra flowers in general. I think I saw that. The first thing I meant to say was short grass. We need short grass, and then we can place extra flowers in as well for some more detail. Like starting with this secret door here, we can block this pathway off with the rose, and then throw one up here as well. And in a couple more spots around here, I think it'll end up looking pretty nice as well if we just throw in a couple flowers, but we don't want to overdo it. So a couple around this pond would be nice. Let me start with that. I think that looks good. Let me do some on this other side as well if we can get over here. One on this corner, one here, and a couple more around this place. That looks nice to me. Alright, I'm also spamming a bunch of bone meal across the front of the base. Also adding in some flowers every once in a while. I think this is making it look way better already. I want to do some on the top of the mountain though, so I'm going to go up there and do that now, which shouldn't take me too long at all. Well, I really only have some potatoes left to plant, and then I am basically done, so let me just plant all of these in, and then I can go ahead and do the outro and show the base one last time. One really far away view. And we need a couple more carrots. Oh, we know we don't have to bone meal them, okay. Wait, I need one bone meal, I think. Yeah, like one bone meal. while this is the base, we can give it a little bit of a viewing from the ground. And I'll get a couple different angles in here with my FOV down. Here's like the original base. We added the farms down there, that cool little mountain, the path, the pond. We changed some of it to dark oak wood. And then we have the completely new area, which has the map room, the tower with a bunch of interiors, the bookshelves, the farm, the bridge, and everything like that. And the little watchtower up there too, of course. Overall, I think this was a pretty amazing 250 days. Let me know if you guys want 500 days or if there's any other ideas you have for a video in general. But thank you everybody for watching so much. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share the video with a friend, and click the video on screen now if you enjoyed it. Goodbye everybody, and I will see you next time.